It's time for KOVC Sports.
And welcome everyone here to Charlie Brown Memorial Baseball Field, Cherry Edwards Day here on 1490 AM at 6.3 FM KOVC, online at newsdakota.com, and over on the, well, let's see, did I go over all of them? 1490 AM, newsdakota.com, and on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live. Yeah, I think we got all of them. So, but we got ourselves another game today. Valley City going to be taking on the Dickinson Volunteers. Now, Valley City just recently had their win streak snapped, so they'll be looking to get back here on the right track versus the second Bismarck team they are going to face. Now, Valley City handled the Senators by a pretty impressive margin, winning the first game 12-1, and then winning the second game 22-0. And that was a big part of a 19-run fifth inning that Valley City had against the Representatives. This is going to mark a stretch of home games for Valley City. Really look at most, if not all, of this season has been spent on the road as Valley City kind of began their season, against Jamestown, and then had to, they had that nice three-game tournament, but then it's been nothing but road games. Senators, road games. Garrison and Lemoore, both road games in Lemoore. Didn't get to play that Kindred game because of rain, so you ended up moving that Bismarck game to where the Kindred game was supposed to be. Of course, you had the big road trip down to Omaha, including a game against Del Rapids. Dickinson, that was supposed to be here, but the mound was not in playable condition, so you were at Jack Brown Stadium. You, of course, went to Fargo to play Park River, played Wahpeton. So you take a look at the last time Valley City has played a home game. Well, it's been 20 days, so we're on 20 days of not playing a singular home game here in Valley City, and, well, we do have perfect conditions for the game today. As well, we're finally starting to get a little bit of sunshine poking through here. 75 degrees outside today. Temperature's probably going to feel more like 73, and we got some cloud cover moving in as well to, mitigate some of the heat, although the heat is not as oppressive as we've had in previous summers here in Valley City. And the biggest story of all, no rain on the horizon today. So we should have ourselves good and perfect weather, good, perfect, clear weather for some baseball today between the Valley City Post 60 Royals and the Bismarck Reps. We'll be back here in a little bit with our starting lineups here on our Sanford Hill pregame show after this break here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Grottberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grottberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grottberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grottbergelectric.com.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jango, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Divas Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun savings sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
And we're back here over at Charlie Brown Memorial Baseball Field in Valley City as we get set for our first pitch today between the Post 60 Royals and the Bismarck representatives. Let's get to our starting lineups. We'll start off with the representatives. It'll be Jace Giramo starting off today in center field. He will be followed up in the lineup by Emmett Peel at second base. Garrett Randolph DHing today and hitting third. Over in right field will be the cleanup hitter, Sam Ness. Eli Stugelmeyer will be at first base. Gavin Peterson in the 6 hole, but also in left field. Taking a look at the 7 hole, that's going to be Emerson Astol in right field. Over behind the dish will be Eli Armstrong in the 8th spot. And pitching today and rounding out the lineup will be Brady Unrath. The lone man out of the lineup will be Brayton Scholes, the shortstop. Now taking a look here at the starting lineup for Valley City. Corbin Powell back behind the dish today. He'll be followed up in the order by third baseman Jack Samuelson. Andrew Zakora at first base, batting third. Hitting fourth and in right field will be Leighton Hendrickson. On the mound today will be James Schwer. He'll be followed up by Adam Shenenko, the DH. Luke Proska in left field, followed up by Trevor Fetch, today's shortstop. And in center field today will be Bryson Heck. Low man out of the lineup, Chase Coughlin, who will be at second base. Big name out of the lineup today will be Parker Rosma. He's got hockey obligations today, so out of the lineup for today. And he's been one of the hotter bats for Valley City, so certainly a big piece missing there for Post 60. But still, a lot of potential in this lineup. You're going to want to see Corbin and Jack, of course, be able to do their usual, battering of the ball in terms of offensive production. And we talked about this a little bit ago during the Wapaton game, is that the way Valley City has this lineup set up right now, it's almost a lineup that wants to get going quickly with their 2 best bats. And, they want to maximize how many times they come up to the plate. Bryson Heck, of course, you look at the OPS numbers, batting average, whatnot. Numbers-wise would tell you he would be hitting up a little bit further in the lineup in some cases. But what I think Valley City is almost trying to do is they're essentially recognizing Corbin and Jack are really only going to be leading off 1-2 in an inning, maybe once, maybe twice a game. So they're keeping some batters, I think, a little bit lower in the lineup that can get on base, that do have some speed to try to give Corbin and Jack some more opportunities to drive in runners with not even balls that have to be hit into the gap, but balls that could, just be hits and get through, because Fetch and Bryson Heck are both very capable of scoring from second base, both very capable of drawing walks and getting to second base on a stolen base as well. So it's almost like, again, they're trying to kind of structure the lineup in a way to where, instead of, Corbin and Jack being your usual traditional 1-2 punch, you have them try to be the guys that get you off and rolling early, and then you have guys that, kind of maybe would fit the more traditional leadoff role, hitting 8th, 9th. That way they can get on base for Corbin and Jack. And then, again, I still view Andrew Segura maybe not as your traditional 3-hole hitter, but someone that definitely puts the ball in play, doesn't strike out that much, draws a decent amount of walks as well. I kind of view him as almost the leadoff man for the middle part of the order as well, because Leighton Hendrickson, James Schwer, they've been hitting the ball well in there as well. Parker Olsma, can't forget about him when he's in the lineup. And then you kind of just, the 7th spot, I think, is almost the kind of traditional 9-hole hitter where you just kind of take what you can get out of them. But the way Valley City's kind of, again, structured this lineup is a bit interesting, and you can kind of see the philosophy behind it. But, again, without Parker Olsma in the lineup today, Valley City definitely missing one of their hotter bats. So we got our pregame mound visit going on here between our two umpires, or between both teams and our two umpires out there today. Valley City again had their win streak snapped, and well, Wapaton in that game, you just kind of look at it, it's like Valley City, they got a good amount of hits. They got 11 hits in the official book. You look at runs, they got 7 runs. So it's just kind of, you go like, okay, well, what went wrong? Well, 4 confirmed errors. At least Valley City scored their own errors at 4. Missed opportunities to get off the field. You're talking about you lose the game 11-7, and everybody's, and all 11 runs come with 2 outs for Wapaton. And you can kind of pinpoint exactly where every inning should have been over for Valley City. And we talked about this if you listen into the morning sports show with Ryan and Steve, is that Valley City is playing a lot of teams in the East. Like, it would be very easy for Valley City to supplement their schedule with a bunch of Class B East team local teams, stack up a big record, and just do what they have to do against the West. But, I mean, Valley City is going to push themselves this year. They play Wapaton, they play Castleton, they play Thompson, they play Kindred. Like, these are really good teams out east. And, again, Valley City last year had a great record going in. What was it, 22-2? Whatever it was, 22-3, whatever it was. And, the record looked great, but Valley City never put themselves into a lot of stressful situations, kind of because of how the season went, where they just kind of rolled through the West. I think Valley City this year wants to be able to put themselves in more high-leverage situations, in more stressful situations, and be able to kind of almost get calluses, so to speak, so that when pressure is applied, you don't have the big burst, so to speak. You got those calluses kind of built in, and you know what to do. And Wapaton, to me, was a learning experience. I mean, there were at times in that game where I don't think the body language was the best. There were some times where kind of the emotions maybe got the better of some players, but it was one of those games where you're going to learn. It's a learning experience. And trust me, as a guy that played, athletics up until, I graduated high school, you never want to have learning experience games. Like, it's one of those things you don't really want to hear as an athlete, but when you get away from it, you know how important that stuff can be. So I think for Valley City, the loss to Wapaton, it hurts because you can look at it and be like, we shouldn't have lost there. We beat ourselves. And they did. You had 2 outs in the third inning with no runs across, opportunity to get out of the inning, and you just couldn't close the door. And those 8 runs that came across ended up being the difference. So for Valley City, it's just kind of move on, forget, and you got your top 2 guys going today, probably in James Schwer and over in Bryson Heck, likely the starter for game 2. So Valley City taking on the Bismarck representatives here in just a little bit. Back here after this break. Actually, you know what, real quick, let's go through the Bismarck representatives schedule today as we wait for the game to start. They have a loss to the Mandan A's, a 7-9 loss. Also lost to the Oilers by a score of 10-3. That would be Williston, and the Fargo Post 2 Jets by a score of 20-3. Taking a look at some of the wins they have this year, they did split with the Oilers. They won 18-0 over Williston. Beat the West Fargo Rattlers by a score of 13-5. Millbridge Post 4, 5-4. Hazen Post 189, 14-4. And Renville County by a score of 7-6. They have 4 games against the Dickinson Volunteers scheduled here, but they don't have the results up. So about a 500 team the representatives have been so far this year. But for Valley City, again, want to be able to get everything rolling in the right direction early. Last time we saw James Schwer on the mound through a complete game effort, and James done a good job of finding the zone, battling. Just hasn't been trying to do too much. He's been staying within himself, attacking his zone, letting everybody work behind him. And you feel like you got a nice 1-2 right now in Schwer and Heck. and you're trying to find out what you can do for kind of a third starter. But again, you got young arms, you got potential. It's just all about piecing everything together. Way back here in a little bit with our first pitch after this break for the national anthem.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City. Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
And welcome back, everyone, to KOVC as we get set for our first pitch today between the Valley City Post 60 Royals and the Bismarck Representatives. It'll be a doubleheader today, and both games will be here on the Voice of the Valley KOVC over on newsdakota.com and over on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live. Valley City going to start James Schwer in this one. James had himself, he's had himself a pretty good run of form here these past few days, in terms of being able not only to get deep in the games, but being able to prevent runs, being able to keep guys, just kind of in a sense of always kind of chasing their tail. And a big thing that's helped James these past few games is that he's always seemingly got some early run support. Talking about that game against the Dickinson Volunteers, Schwer was spotted with a 3-run lead in the bottom of the first. In that second inning, he gave up 2 runs, but it wasn't a lot of hard contact in that inning. And once that inning kind of got over with, he just settled into a groove and was sitting everybody down, only struck out 8 batters, only gave up 5 hits, only walked 1 batter as well. So James Schwer has been on a roll here the past few days, and he's been kind of the big guy for Valley City this year in terms of a steadying presence on that mound. And now he'll be facing off against a Representatives lineup looking to break up the Long Valley City West Region winning streak. So Chase Giramo starting things off here. First pitch in for a called strike 1, and we are underway here in Valley City. 75 degrees in Valley City. Perfect temperature for baseball. This will be hit high into the air. Fetch over at short trying to find it. Looking straight up. Comes underneath it and will make the catch. Fighting the sun the whole way, but manages to make the catch. So this will bring up Emmett Pell. So Emmett Pell coming up. Pell, the second baseman today. So quick first batter and first out for James Schwer. Schwer into the windup, will kick and fire. That one in there for a called strike 1. So Schwer, 3 straight strikes to start out today. Schwer going to be coming at you with a 2-pitch mix, that fastball and curveball. Goes off speed on that one, and the count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And this will bring up Garrett Randolph to the on-deck circle, I should say, as he finally comes out. Next pitch here for Schwer goes off speed. This one hit high. Looks like it's going to stay in play. Powell trying to find it onto the transition between the kind of walking track and the grass, and he'll be able to make the catch. So a couple of pop-outs here for James Schwer, and this will bring up Garrett Randolph. Yeah, we need a little refresher about Charlie Brown. It's not just all grass behind the plate in foul territory. Got that kind of rubber walking track out there, and that can be a bit of a tricky transition in terms of not only the transition from grass to a different surface, but in terms of grip as well. You got your cleat that can kind of just dig into the grass. Meanwhile, on rubber, might slide around a little bit, but Corbin able to make the catch, no problem. Ground ball here to third base, and that'll get through. Splits the gap between short and third, and that's a 2-out single here from Garrett Randolph. This will bring up the right fielder, Sam Ness. So for Valley City, this is a big test for them early on. You got to remember, against Wahpeton, there were a lot of times where they looked like they had the inning done and dusted with. Only needed 1 out, only to give up 11 runs in that game to Wahpeton. Now they need to close the door here to prevent any type of Bismarck rally. First pitch by Schwer, a little high and outside, and the count will start off here at 1-0. So Sam Ness, the right fielder, digging in. He'll be followed up in the order by the first baseman, Eli Stugelmeyer. Schwer looks back at the ghost runner at second and will fire. Ground ball to third. High hop. Samuelson knocks it down and can't pick it up with his bare hand. I mean, that was a hot shot. Samuelson knocking it down with his body. You know, he didn't really have a chance to field it cleanly. Just went to go pick it up and couldn't squeeze it clean. And
14, Eli Stugelmeyer.
I mean, calling that an error is a bit harsh, in my opinion, on that one. That's just it's one that catches you in the chest. Like, you can't react fast enough on that one. So a couple of balls in play have kept this inning alive. Just on that one, really, with Samuelson, it's like, it's the ball that's half a foot from you, and it just jumps up on you. That one going to be in there for a strike, and the count will go to 0-2. So you really have no chance except to knock it down, and even if he gets a throw off, you don't know if it's going to beat him. So kind of a hard luck error there. Count, though, at 0-2 with 2 men on. Pitch by Schwer. In there, called strike 3. So Schwer works around the walk and the apparent error, and Valley City will throw up a scoreless first inning. So we're back here after this quick break for the start of the bottom of the first inning. After half an inning of play, it is the Representative 0, Royals coming up.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas. 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
We're back here getting ready to start our bottom of the first inning. Scoreless ball game here at Charlie Brown as we get set for the first ABs today for Valley City. It'll be Powell, Samuelson, and Sikora leading things off for Valley City. And the last inning, good inning by James Schwer. Able to work around some contact. And, again, I would have scored it 2 hits, not a hit in an error, but kind of doing a good job being able to minimize damage or just eliminate damage altogether, and able to just come right after the guy. And that's kind of, you want the kind of short-term memory of a pitcher where you kind of want long-term memory for remembering how your previous AB went in terms of how you pitched to him, what he's looking for, all that good stuff. But you want the short-term memory in terms of not letting anything that's happened in an inning weigh on you too much. But overall, good inning from James Schwer. And now, well, he's hoping to get what he's gotten a lot of these past few games, and that's some early run support. And, well, this is a player that's certainly capable of giving him some early run support in Corbin Powell. Powell took the loss against Wahpeton yesterday, or I should say on Tuesday. Excuse me on that one. But did have himself a good day at the plate, going 4 of 5. So Powell going to be going to Bismarck University of Mary this next fall. That's going to be high and outside, and the count will start off here at 1-0. So Powell going to be a big catalyst for this Valley City offense, and he'll hit this one sharply to second. Rolls through. Powell hustling. Throw to first is in time, so that'll be a ground out to get things started as the ball stayed true and on the ground, and this will bring up Jack Samuelson. Samuelson, big third baseman, and this will put Andrew Sikora into the on-deck circle. Samuelson against Wahpeton was able to do some damage in terms of driving in runs, but he's got to be able to try to get himself on base here to set the table for Andrew Sikora. So Samuelson going to be digging in here. A lot of power in that swing, and he'll take a called strike to start things off. So no balls and 1 strike here to, well, maybe the most powerful bat Valley City has. No balls, 1 strike. Samuelson hits this one to third, and that'll get through the wickets. So that was a chopper all the way down, and, well, the third baseman tried to, just play it on a hop, and it just right through the wickets on that one. So this will bring up Andrew Sikora. Oh, how's that getting scored? That'll be scored E5. So Samuelson on for the first Valley City base runner of the day. Now he's just chopping all the way, and third baseman unable to close the legs there. That'll be inside for ball 1. So that was Emerson Astle at third base. Just let that one get through. Wind blowing slightly in here at Charlie Brown. Samuelson taking a decent-sized lead off first base. Sikora chopper, and be picked up at first base. Nowhere for the first baseman to go. Second baseman wasn't covering, but really that's the pitcher's play right there. Second baseman's going to back up the first baseman in case it gets through. That's a case of the pitcher not covering the mound right there. It's actually a really nice play by Stugelmeyer to be able to get to that one. Looked to throw to second, but it wasn't going to be an easy play over to first base, so he was going to go back to first, and, well, nobody was covering. So Sikora will chop out an infield single, and this will bring up Leighton Hendrickson. First pitch to Leighton in there for a called strike, and the count will start off here at 0-1. No balls and a strike here to the Valley City right fielder. 2 men on and 1 out for Valley City. They're going to call a balk. So a balk, they're going to say the pitcher didn't come set, and that went from a pitch that you really wanted Leighton to take a big hack at. That was a hanging curveball that just saw it out the hands, and it's just like it's slow and it's meaty and it's dropping down. And if you're looking for it, you can do a lot of damage with that pitch. A lot of damage on those type of breaking balls just come when it's almost it's a calculated gamble for some hitters. If you kind of have the kind of baseline ideology of hitting is look fastball, adjust to everything else. Sometimes, though, you can take that calculated gamble and just look for a breaking ball. And if you look for the breaking ball when it looks like that, you can do a lot of damage with it. But the balk nullifies that regardless. And that one going to be in there, and the count goes to 0-2. Actually, smart usage of the breaking ball there after a balk and after kind of a lame duck breaking ball thrown the last time. You think the pitcher's going to give you a fastball. Nope, goes right back to the breaking ball. So looks like Valley City's going to have to respect the heat. Going to have to respect the 2-pitch mix. Pop out over to right field, and Samuelson's going to try to score. Throw to the plate is in time. Well, Samuelson decided to go in feet first. If he goes in head first, might be able to work around the tag, but goes in feet first, and the tag able to be put on. So Leighton Hendrickson just misses out on a sack fly, and it turns into a 5-2 double play. Or excuse me, not a 5-2 double play, a 9-2 double play. So Valley City has a potential rally come to an end on a bang-bang play at the plate. So after one inning, it is Valley City and Bismarck tied 0-0, both with one hit and one error. Back here after the break on KOVC.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun savings sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse, Toasteds, or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
So this will be the start of the top of the second inning. Scoreless ball game on our LaRue Lonkel Financial scoreboard. It'll be Gavin Peterson leading things off. Well, going back and looking at that replay, I mean, that's the definition of a bang-bang play. The foot and the foot going to the plate and the glove getting to the body of Samuelson kind of simultaneously on that one. Despite what people will tell you, there is no rule for a tie goes to the runner. That'll be low, so the count's going to start off here at 2-0. Just go in head first there. It's a smaller target, the tag. Well, you only go in feet first when you really feel like that you just got it beat. This is going to be hit off the handle into right field. Hendrickson, though, has got a pretty good read on it, and he'll bring it in for out number one. So that'll be a pop out to right field to get things started, and this will bring up the third baseman, Emerson Astle. Yeah, just the even going home, really, the de facto slide usually is head first as we get it set for the first pitch here by Schwer. That'll miss low for 1 ball, no strikes. More and more teams are actually teaching guys just to primarily slide in feet or head first, I should say, to home plate. That'll miss outside, and the count goes to 2-0. Reason why is that the lead foot when you're coming in can kind of drag on the ground and can kind of bounce up into the air. This will be a pop fly to right field. Hendrickson, well, took a step in and then had to retreat back, but he's got a decent read on it, and that'll be out number 2. But that lead foot can kind of bounce around, and then once it bounces up, it kind of delays you getting there, even if you're crossing over the plate. Reminder, it's not like football where it's like, you just got to cross the plane. No, you got to get it on the plate. And Samuelson's foot was pretty steady on the ground, but that's why you see a lot of people just pretty much slide in head first. Regardless of the situation, really because there's less variables for your foot to be able to kick up and maybe not get to the plate. That'll be fouled away, and the count goes here to 1 ball, 1 strike. So this will be Eli Armstrong in the box as James Schwer for the second straight inning sits down the first 2 batters. Now he'll be looking to prevent any 2-out prolonging of the inning. That's a good off-speed pitch from Schwer. Gets Armstrong out in front. So up in the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this will be a ground ball, slow roller. Fetch gets it on a backhand. Throw to first, going to be in time. So good throw there by Trevor Fetch, and Valley City will have themselves a 1-2-3 inning as we now go to our bottom of the second inning. Score still at 0-0 on our LaRue Lonkel Financial scoreboard. Back after this break on KOVC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing by. every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
We get ready to begin our bottom of the second inning. Leading off the inning for Valley City, it'll be James Schwer, followed up in the order by Adam Shenenko and Luke Proska. Well, Schwer's certainly come out and pitched himself a good couple of innings so far. Has been able to get a couple of guys out in front and just some fly balls over to right field. And if you're getting a bunch of right-hand guys to just hit fly balls to right field, not necessarily hit very hard, but just kind of lazy fly balls, as they like to say. You get a bunch of lazy fly balls from righties into right field, and you got yourself a right fielder like Leighton Hendrickson, who's got good range and go get the ball. It's going to be setting you up for success. Also, good play there from Trevor Fetch. Not a natural shortstop. I don't think you would say Valley City actually has a natural shortstop on this team. It's probably going to be one of the bigger questions going into the next high school season of who is going to play shortstop. But Fetch, not a natural shortstop, and he's had a little up and down from fielding this year in terms of being at shortstop, but able to make a nice pick and throw there over to first base. So good start for him. So this will be James Schwer getting his first AB of the day. And this will be a roller the opposite way. Kind of ate up the first baseman a little bit, some funky English, but ultimately Stugelmeyer able to get in front of it and get to the bag for out number one. Yeah, that had some weird English to it. Looked like when Schwer actually hit that ball, looked like it was going to be foul off the bat, and I think that the first baseman thought that as well, and he kind of was angling towards the first base line and then just kind of had a hop that just kind of put some side spin on it, chased him back the other way, and if that would have gotten through for a hit, that's just one of those where you just kind of look up and know someone is taking care of you up there, but fortunately for the ref, Stugelmeyer able to make the play on that one. So this will be Shenenko stepping in for his first AB. First pitch will miss low for ball one. Both pitchers haven't had to expend a lot of bullets in this one so far. That was pitch number 12. That'll be in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1 strike. So Unrath, who's set to lead off the top of the third inning, trying to make sure he gets there with the score still tied at 0-0. Big curveball, but that'll stay just a bit up in the zone, and it goes to 2-1. Well, so he's throwing that curveball at a decent rate. It's more than just a show-me pitch at this point. Problem is that's a slow bender, and again, if Valley City is able to get a calculated gamble and guess curveball when he throws that curveball and it stays in the middle of the zone, that could be a pitch that Valley City does a lot of damage with. Shenenko comes empty on that swing, and it'll be 2-2. And Shenenko fouls that one off, and that'll keep the count here at 2-2 strikes. We saw this early in the Wapaton game as well for Valley City, where especially the kind of early hitters for Valley City all were very aggressive at the plate, trying to do damage on the first pitch. Ooh, that'll just be off the plate. That was actually a really good kind of almost sweeping curveball, as that one started up, looked like a traditional curveball, and then it just dived to the outside corner, but couldn't get the call. Shenenko fouls this one off towards the construction area. So Shenenko putting together a good AB, eating up some pitches here. Proska, the next man on deck for Valley City. 3 strikes. Shenenko a little bit late on that one, but keeps it alive. And this is the potential Shenenko has, is kind of just to be what, the best, I guess, archetype, the best way to call it would be an on-base pest. Someone that, again, might not have the high average, but can get on base and draw out ABs. That's what he's doing right now. So foul ball by Shenenko as he'll put that one into the screen as he's eaten up 8 pitches in this at-bat so far, as we're about to get to pitch number 9. So 3-2 pitch on the way here to Shenenko. And Shenenko hits this one off the hands into no man's land. Shenenko gets a friendly kick as well, running well, and he'll beat it out. That was a shot off the handle, and talking about a good bounce is that it didn't continue going straight to second base. It bounced towards the shortstop that was coming in. giving him just a bit longer to be able to beat that out. That kept going to first base. Might have gotten thrown out, but gets a friendly kick and able to get to first base with an infield single. So this will bring up Luke Proska. Proska, the left fielder today. Ooh, that's a strike, but not one that you want to take a rip at, as now it's a darting curveball to the outside corner. All you can really do with that is get the boat paddle out and roll over the top of it. That'll be bottom of the zone again, and the count goes to 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Proska. Trevor Fetch, the next man due up for Valley City. And Proska will foul that one away off the handle, and it's going to go to 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Proska in left field. Filling in defensively for Parker Rolsema, again, who is dealing with some hockey obligations today. Oh, good curveball from Unrath, and he gets Proska on out in front, and looks like Proska gave up on it early and took a big cut trying to just foul it off, and thumbs up empty. So that'll be the first strikeout today. This will be Trevor Fetch coming up, today's shortstop. Fetch has maybe been the hard luck hitter of the year for Valley City. Had some where he's hit the ball well, just unfortunately right at somebody. This would be a good situation for Fetch right now, just be able to find a right center gap. And instead he's going to hit this one to second, easily fielded and out at second. So the 4-6 ground out will sit things down, and we now go to our our top of the third inning, with the score still knotted up at 0-0 on KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
First pitch here to Unrath, and he'll just pop this one up lazily over to first base. Andrew Sikora has it for out number 1. So James Schwer sat down the leadoff man in all 3 innings so far. So this will be top of the order come back round with Chase Giramo. Giramo popped out to Trevor Fetch his first time up. First pitch in there for a strike, and the count will start off here at no balls and 1 strikes. So it'll be Giramo and Pale coming up. So 9-1-2 for Bismarck. There's going to be a high fly ball to left field. Proska tracks back, looks to be underneath of it, and he'll make the catch. So pretty routine fly ball there for Proska, and this will bring up Pale. Well, both teams have been very, almost been mirror images of each other. Both sent 8 men to the plate in the first 2 innings, so both teams will have 9-1-2 leading off their respective third innings. LSU's going to hope is that their bottom of the third inning is finally going to see the bats kind of get those big-time hits. Schwer starts off the count here at 0-1. Next one will be a fastball off the corner, and it goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down. Schwer's only given up 1 hit so far. Next pitch, and it's going to be a front door slide piece, and the count goes to 1-2. Schwer kind of throws what I would say mostly as a slider, but almost operates instead as a cutter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Front doors him again. Goes double up on the slider, or the or the cutter there, and able to lock him up for another strikeout. So Schwer pushes up a dominant 1-2-3 inning. And we now go to our bottom of the third. Score still 0-0. 9-1-2 due up for Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun Savings Sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
We get set to start our bottom of the third inning here on KOVC, and you can also catch this game on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live. Valley City's gotten hits in both innings so far. Well, both have been infield singles. A double play ended the first inning where a good throw from the right fielder was able to throw out Samuelson at the plate. Speaking of Samuelson, he'll be hitting third in this inning. Leading off the inning, Bryson Heck. First pitch misses low for ball one. Again, Bryson Heck, batting average OPS-wise, most managers put him a little further up in the lineup. Of Valley City electing to use him as kind of a secondary leadoff man, kind of a flip guy to be able to get back to the top of the order for Corbin Powell and Jack Samuelson to drive in. Heck quickly up in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes. Does have pop as well. And he'll let that one go right by, and the count goes 2-1. And we've seen Bryson be able to launch a ball out of here as well at Charlie Brown. So he's definitely got the power to be able to hit one out, as there is little to no wind going right now. Now Bryson a bit out in front of that one, as that'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Unrath not really lighting up the radar gun here, but he knows how to pitch. He knows how to sequence, and he's throwing it over the plate. Also, he's got to be able to put good contact on it, and that'll be high, and the count goes to a full 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Valley City center fielder. And that'll just miss high and outside, so Bryson Heck able to draw the first walk of the day. And this will bring up Corbin Powell. Bryson Heck more than capable of picking up a stolen base here, although if you've been watching along over on the KOVC live stream, Eli Armstrong got a good arm behind home plate. Good arm, good strong arm behind the plate for Armstrong. So, hey, sometimes that's just good enough to keep others from trifling with you. That'll miss high, and the count goes to 1 ball, no strikes. So 1 ball, no strikes here to the Valley City top of the order. Corbin grounded out to short to get things started. High chopper to third. Not going to be an easy ball, and that'll be bobbled over at third base. And Bryson will make his way over to second, and so it'll depend on how they want to score that. I mean, that was a super ball high into the air. Bit of an awkward ball for the third baseman to handle. Just because if you come in on that one, like he has to come in running to get it, and you have to catch it up high. If you let it get too low like he did, that's just going to be kind of one that you're kind of stabbing at in front. If you let that ball take an extra bounce, you got no chance to throw out Corbin Powell. But the bottom line is that's a bobble, so they're going to score it an E5. Again, wishful thinking on a hit, but that was not an easy ball to play in terms of when it's one thing when you got a guy like me running where you can feel the earth shake when they're going down the first base line. That'll miss low, and the count goes to 2-0. It's another thing when you got a guy like Corbin who can really book it down the line going. That speed alone puts pressure on you. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Jack Samuelson. He reached off the first error of the game for Bismarck, and now he's hoping maybe for a pitching error as he looks for a curveball in the middle. He gets fastball, and he'll foul that one off. Count goes to 2-1. Samuelson got himself locked into a battle with the Wampleton starter on Tuesday. Drew out a really long AB and was able to eventually fight off and get a hit. But ultimately, Samuelson going to be looking for a big swing of the bat right here. If he's able to shoot this to right center, he might have a chance to drive in both runs. That'll miss low, and the count goes to 3-1. So Valley City doing a good job of not pressing right now. They're letting the top of the order kind of work themselves into what we call advantage counts. Now Samuelson's going to be sitting something fat over the middle. And he skies this one, but he's out in front. Oh, he got the curveball he wanted, but you can tell by the sound of the bat that he did not barrel that at all. He's big and strong, so he can hit it a mile foul, but he got the pitch he wanted. He got the pitch he wanted, and he's kind of frustrated with himself knowing that he got what he wanted and he didn't do anything with it. 3-2 pitch. Low and in the dirt, ball 4, so good job by Samuelson not to press after maybe a missed opportunity in the box to do damage on a hanging breaking ball, but gets on base regardless, and this will bring up Andrew Sikora. Sikora started things off with an infield single, and now looks like Bismarck will go to the mound for a consultation back here after the break on KOVC.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
So it'll be Andrew Sikora coming up here. Bases loaded, nobody out in this bottom of the third inning for Valley City in a scoreless ball game.
Number 7, Andrew Sikora.
Corner infielders pinching in here at first and third, guarding against potential bunt. Meanwhile, middle of the infield playing back at usual depth. So anything hit to the second baseman or up the middle should be enough to bring in a run. First pitch here to Andrew, and it'll be a slow roller back to the mound. Throw to the plate is in time. And that's the worst case scenario, as Bryson, a little slow getting up on that one, and that's not what you want to see, as it looks like he might have just knocked the wind out of himself a little bit. So it'll be a 1-2 putout, and this will bring up Leighton Hendrickson. Hendrickson flied out to right his first time up and ended up being a double play as Jack Samuelson got thrown out at the plate. So that's a big first out for Bismarck to get, and Leighton now looking to do damage here. Able to get this one to the air and a little bit deeper this time. Also got to be patient as well. 1 ball, no strikes. Valley City had kind of been working some good ABs the past few times up, but then a little over-aggressive on that first pitch, and that's a big first out to hand Bismarck. Hendrickson going to shoot this one to the outfield. That might get over the center fielder's head. Tracking back, going to get to it. And falls down trying to set his feet, but it'll be enough to drive in a run. So Hendrickson does a good job. Just get the ball elevated, hit it hard, preferably to the middle, and able to give his team a 1-0 lead. You'll take that. You'll take that all day, especially in a situation like this where runs have been hard to come by. From a hitter, you always want to do more with the bases loaded, but with 1 out, you want to just get it in the air. And for Leighton, that's a swing you want to duplicate over and over and over again. Hit the ball hard, and now you're able to give James Schwer a 1-run lead. Now Schwer looking to add on to that lead. Big out throw over to first base, and that'll get underneath the glove of the first baseman, and that'll allow Samuelson to come in and score. Just got to know who the base stealers are, and that'll be a third error of the game on Bismarck. Got to know who the base stealers are. And you also got to trust your catcher. Sikora's got some stolen bases, but he's more of a guy I would say is a situational stolen base guy. He's going to run when it works out in his favor. Schwer's going to pop this one up to center field. Might be the end of the inning. And that'll be caught for the third and final out. So we now go to our top of the fourth inning. Valley City finds themselves out in front by a score of 2-0 back here after the break. Here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
We're back here getting ready to start our top of the fourth inning. Valley City with a 2-0 lead on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Well, Valley City able to push across 2 runs when you have bases loaded, no outs. It's kind of the bare minimum of what you want to do is be able to get 2 runs in. But ultimately for Bismarck, they didn't allow the inning to get away from them. And now, I mean, this is a big inning for Bismarck. They got the 2 guys due up that have been able to do some type of damage off James Schwer and Garrett Randolph and Sam Ness. Garrett Randolph had a single. Garrett Ness had his, scored a error, even though that he made pretty hard contact with the ball. So you have the guys that have taken the 2 best swings off James Schwer today coming up. So this is where you really got to put something together if you're Bismarck and hopefully not allow Valley City to kind of creep away from you. So Schwer into the windup will kick fire and gets a pop-up, but that'll get foul. So that'll be no balls and 1 strike. So Schwer back out there for his 4th inning of work. And he'll just have crossed the 30-pitch mark in this one. Schwer back into the windup. Will fire, and this will be a fly ball over to right field. Layton, cool as you like, sits in the lawn chair and will make the catch. You have guys that are what I like to call active defenders, and sometimes that's like where everything looks like that, it's a lot of effort to go make the catch. They're very active out in the field, like looking, backing up, going forward, all that stuff. Then you have Layton, who gets the ball hit decently hard at him, and he just sits back and almost just holds it out, and cool as you like, makes the catch. Well, Ness going to find himself up in the count here at 2-0 as those first 2 pitches miss high. He'll be followed up in the order by Eli Stugelmeyer, the first baseman, as wind starts to whip in here. That'll be in there for a strike. Ness thought that was a touch inside, so Schwer back in the count here at 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here to the right fielder today for the Reps, and he'll get fooled on a changeup, it looked like there, as that one didn't have the usual height of his curveball, but that one just darted underneath the bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and throws it again. That one was the curveball, so Schwer has gotten a couple strikeouts today, doubling up on his off-speed. So Schwer able to pick up another punch-out. Keeping track right, that's going to be, I believe, his 3rd of the day. And this will bring up Eli Stugelmeyer, who was the first strikeout victim of the day for Schwer. That'll be in there for a strike, and that'll start off here at 0-1. Schwer's breaking ball really working today. Again, throwing it for strikes, too, and throwing it early in the count. And that'll be a swinging bunt. Powell's going to let that go foul. I think Powell knew it was foul off the bat. It's kind of one that bounced super high into the air, and Powell kind of immediately parks himself kind of right behind home plate, almost knowing that he's just going to swat at it if it tries to get back into fair territory and kick it foul. 0-2 pitch. Well, Stugelmeyer reaching out for that one, and he'll foul it off, and the count goes to 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Schwer looking for another 1-2-3 frame. Schwer looking in at the target, quickly into the windup, kicks, fires. Ooh, not a bad looking breaking ball. It's low. And sometimes you think of good pitch as a strike. That's a good pitch right there. That's like starting at the knees. When you front door a couple guys with that slider, you can get them to swing over the top of it. Dots the outside corner. I mean, that's beautiful pitching right there. That's top-notch, top-drawer pitching, whatever you want to say. Schwer fires his 4th strikeout of the day. And we go to our bottom of the 4th inning with Valley City in front by a score of 2-0. Back after the break on KOVC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
James Schwer has fired 4 scoreless innings of work, and Valley City will take a 2-0 lead here into the bottom of the 4th inning. And Valley City going to be looking to add on to this lead by leading off with Adam Shenenko. He'll be followed up by Luke Proska and Trevor Fetch. So this will be 6, 7, 8 due up for Valley City. James Schwer, he's just done a phenomenal job on the mound today. First pitch here to Shenenko, foul ball, and that'll start things off here at 0-1. Shenenko drew a 9-pitch AB out of Unrath, and that kind of almost set the table a little bit for Valley City to get to him, make them work a little bit. That'll be off the plate, and the count goes to 1-1. The thing with how Schwer's pitching right now is that he's done a good job of setting traps, is that he's spotting his fastball for strikes, and he's making hitters respect his breaking ball in terms of throwing it for strikes. 1-1 pitch here to Shenenko, misses up, count goes 2-1. And when you throw your breaking ball for strikes early in counts, it's what we call pitching in reverse. Usually pitching regular, you pitch with your fastball, finish guys off with breaking balls. 2-1 pitch here for Shenenko. Oof, that looked in, but going to get the inside corner, and it goes to 2-2. When you pitch in reverse, it throws guys off the sequence. And Schwer's been able to go front door, back door, and just spot up with his fastball. And that'll be a good-looking swing there for Shenenko. He'll drive this out in the right center for a single. That's a type of hit that you really want to see from Adam Shenenko. Got a couple singles today. One was an infield single. That's crisp and clean. That's not a hit that has to pretend to be a line drive in the book. That is a textbook Adam Shenenko type hit, where Shenenko's not going to pull the ball. Doesn't pull the ball really at all. He lets the ball get deep on him, and when he's going good, every hit looks like that. Good bunt here by Proska. Proska running well down the line. Throw, got him by a step. Well, Proska was hustling, just couldn't quite find that extra gear to beat it out. Good throw on the run there by Astle, and this will set up Trevor Fetch.
The shortstop, number 1, Trevor Fetch.
This will bring up Trevor Fetch. Fetch grounded out to second base his first time up. He'll be followed up in the order by Bryson Heck. 2-0 lead for Valley City in our bottom of the 4th inning with 1 out. First pitch here to Fetch will be in there for a called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike with 1 away. That's a good bunt by Lucas. Just a little bit softer and a little bit more towards the line. Would have been able to beat that out. First pitch here to Fetch. He's going to hit this one sharply up the middle. Going to be a lob over to first base. It'll advance the runner 90 feet. He hits that about 3 more feet to the left side, and he's got himself maybe an RBI single. Just hit it a bit too square and a bit too far to the second baseman, and that'll be a 4-2-3 ground out. This will bring up Bryson Heck. Heck walked his first time up, came around to score. Top of the order due up with Corbin Powell in the on-deck circle. First pitch here to Heck. Slide piece in there for a strike, and it goes to 0-1. No balls and 1 strike with 2 down and a runner at third base. Pitch, and Heck's going to slap this one over in between third and short. Heck running well. Throw's going to get him, though, by a half step. So Valley City puts the ball in play, but this time Astle makes no mistakes at third base, and a 5-3 putout will end things here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So we go to the 5th. 2-0 lead for Valley City back after the break on KOBC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun Savings Sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
We're back here to start our top of the fifth inning. Valley City 2-0 lead on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Schwer's been pitching really well in this game. Been spotting up with his fastball, making everybody have to respect the breaking ball as well. He's going front door, back door with it too. So he's locking guys up with that front door slider / cutter and able to throw the curveball in there as well. Now he'll get an off-balance swing there, and that'll be a foul ball. Count starts off here at 0-1. It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up, as it'll be Peterson, Astle, and Armstrong. 0-1 pitch here to Peterson, and that'll miss low, and the count goes to 1-1. So Schwer, again, low pitch count so far, only at 43 pitches. Schwer quickly into the windup, kicks, fires, and that'll be a ground ball foul, and it goes to 1-2. I mean, Schwer is in pretty much a bullpen session rhythm right now, as he's getting the signs, he's working quickly. He's not even allowing the hitters really a moment to think of what could be coming next. Might be looking for that front door slider right here. 1-2. Able to get a strike, and that'll be 3. So that'll be another strikeout for James Schwer. He's punched out the last 3 he's faced, and this will bring up Emerson Astle. Astle, good defensive showing in that bottom of the 4th inning. If he kicks one ball, Valley City probably able to push across a run. Popped out to right field his first time up, and he'll swing late at that one off into the construction yard, and that'll be no balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike with 1 away. Now Schwer again in that quick rhythm, kicks and fires, and that'll miss low and inside as Astle taps dance out of the way, and that'll be 1-1. That'll be a ground ball, slow roller to first, and it should be a pretty easy ball there for Secor to handle, and he'll take it himself. Schwer does a good job getting off the bag, but Secor able to get the ball in his glove and just able to kind of put the hand up there, let James know he's got it. And this will bring up Eli Armstrong. Armstrong, 6'3" ground out his first time up. So quick first 2 down here for Bismarck. Schwer gets him out in front of that one. That might have been a slider, low slider, get him swing over the top. Again, pitching in reverse, gets guys off sequence, gets guys swinging at sliders when they think it's a fastball. That one hung up in the zone, and that's a good bit of hitting there by Armstrong. Well, he got fooled on a first pitch breaking ball, and that second one by James. He's done a good job of doubling up right there, but Armstrong not fooled, and he's able to deposit that into center field for a hit. So courtesy runner coming into this one here for the Representatives. That's going to be Bennett Grimm coming in. So Grimm, the courtesy runner today, or I should say in at least this 5th inning. That'll be a ground ball. Schwer unable to get to it. Slow roller to second. Good pickup there by the second baseman, Chase Coughlin. And he'll bring that one in for the 3rd out. So James Schwer able to work around the 2-out single and get a nice in routine 4-3 ground out as he throws up another scoreless inning. That's 5 for him in the game. He's going to be looking for his top of the order, maybe to start putting some distance, some real distance between him and the Representatives as we go to our bottom of the 5th inning. Valley City with a 2-0 lead.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City. Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
And we're back here as we get set for our bottom of the fifth inning. Top of the order, 2 up for Valley City. As it'll be Corbin Powell, Jack Samuelson, and Andrew Sikora. Powell reached off an error his last time up. Samuelson reached off an error his first time up. Also reached off a walk his last time up. And Sikora single and a ground out to the pitcher. First pitch here to Corbin Powell outside, and the count will start off here at 1 ball, no strikes. So Powell hit kind of a super ball his last time up that got scored in air. That'll be inside to Powell, and the count will go to 2-0. That one just hit high off the ground, and then, again, you get why he got scored in air. Astle kind of caught it where he didn't want to. It's almost you want to catch it basket style and then make a running throw. Astle tried to play a bit more in the chest. It'll be a high pop-up. Corbin's just hoping it gets out of play towards the dugout, and it'll be dropped. That's in front of your own dugout, too. You got to be there for your guy and pretty much tell him, because that's dugout communication 101. You want him looking at the ball the entire way. You're just going to tell him if he's good, and then you just kind of say, nearly there, fence. And kind of one moment where you take your eye off the ball is, well, maybe the difference potentially between an out or a base runner and potentially an out or a run, because Corbin's got enough speed to be able to steal off a really good arm in Armstrong. At least Armstrong's got an appropriate name for a catcher. 3 balls, 1 strike. Corbin's going to tomahawk this one out to right center. That's got some decent carry to it, but it's going to stay up into the air, and the right fielder moves over to make the catch. That one it looked good off the bat, but then it just had the misfortune of just keeping hanging up and hanging up and hanging up, and good credit to the right fielder there, and Ness able to move over and make the catch for out number 1. So Corbin's hit the ball hard a couple times today. Misfortune of finding some gloves. This will bring up Jack Samuelson on base both times today. One off an E5, the other off a walk. First pitch here to Samuelson will miss high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes here to the Big Valley City third baseman. If you're Jack, you got to be thinking he's looking for a curveball. He gets the curveball, but it stays up, and the count goes to 2-0. And you can be a cerebral hunter, but you can't be too reckless here. And Samuelson, again, 2-0 count. Big power going to be looking for a ball in a certain spot. And he goes the other way. And that's a good bit of hitting right there. Samuelson, of course, he's got that big pop. But that right there is what's really taking him to the next level, is the ability to go the other way with the ball, let it get deep, use those strong hands to be able to get through the ball and just drive it the other way. You're not going to hit a home runs going the opposite way, but you do help your team that way, and he's able to take a pitch off the outer half and drive it the other way for his first hit of the day. And this will bring up Andrew Sikora. Sikora 1 for 2 today, single and a ground out to the pitcher. That was a infield single his first time up. That'll miss low, and the count will start off here at 1 ball, no strikes. So Unrath has pitched a really good game today, only giving up 4 hits to Valley City. Worked around base runners, I think, almost in every inning. 1-0 pitch. That one in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1-1. He's also found himself behind in a decent amount of these ABs. Usually when a guy's going well, he's getting off to good counts. He's getting a lot of 0-2, 0-1 counts. Unrath's been working with a lot of 2-0, 1-0 counts. But he's been making the pitches when he's had to make the pitches. Again, only 1 walk, I think, in this game so far for Valley City. 2. 1 to Bryson, 1 to Jack. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 away. That was a little bit of a herky-jerky motion, and that's going to be a bit of a botch pickoff. That'll get to the fence. So Samuelson able to get to second base, and that is the second time today that an error has been committed on a pickoff move. And talked about, how sometimes there's active fielders and there's smooth fielders. Unrav's a very active pickoff guy in terms of it doesn't look very smooth. It's very herky-jerky, and that one right there just can't make that mistake right there. Sikora watches that one go way inside, and that'll be a 3-1 count. So Leighton Hendrickson sitting in the on-deck circle. He's hit the ball well twice and has almost got a couple sac flies, but that first sac fly got thrown out at the plate in the first inning. Good read by Sikora. Lets that one bounce for ball 4, and he'll toss the bat aside and take a jog down to first base. Leighton Hendrickson, 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right his first time up. Jack Samuelson got thrown out at the plate to end that first inning. Last time, bases loaded, 1 out. LC had just bounced it back to the pitcher to give the representatives a big first out. Leighton makes no mistake, drives it hard up the middle, and he'll go up the middle this time. It'll be a slow roller. Out at second, low throw to first, not going to be made, and this will roll away back to the fence, and Valley City will take a 3-0 lead. So Hendrickson was running hard, but a good throw would have got him. So it'll be a throwing error, and that'll be... So the reason why it's an error, folks, and you'll see this talked about a lot, is that you can't guarantee a double play, or you shouldn't expect a double play. The reason why that's an error is that if the throw was low but the first baseman knocks it down but he can't pick it, it's not an error because nobody had took an extra base off it. Samuelson comes around to score off that, which is why it's an error. So as weird as it is, like if Jack Samuelson tripped around third base and had to stay at third and didn't come home, it wouldn't have been an error, as weird as that is. But Valley City will certainly take the freebie, and that'll be a 3-0 lead for the post-60 Royals. High pop-up here by James Schwer. Leighton's running hard, hoping for a drop, but he's not going to get one. So that'll be a pop-out by James Schwer to end things, and we now go to our top of the 6th inning. Valley City with a 3-0 lead. Back here after the break, here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Back out here as we are set to begin our top of the 6th inning. It'll be the top of the order due up for the representatives. Giramo, Pale, and Randolph. Schwer still out there for Valley City, coming out for what will be his 6th inning of work. Schwer's put up a good fight in this one so far, as hasn't had to work around a lot of base runners, retired a lot of guys in order, only giving up a couple hits, and just doing what he's got to do. And now has to navigate his way through the top of the order with a 3-run lead. So Giramo coming up here. He's popped out to short and has flown out to left field. First pitch for Schwer. liner over to first. Good pick over there by Andrew Sikora. Does a good job on that one. That's a low ball hit hard to the ground, and he's able to square up in front of it, bring his glove to it, and able to make the pick there. Jog over to first base for the unassisted putout. Sikora doing a good job filling his position in this one. This will bring up Emmett Pale. Pale popped out to the catcher in a strikeout. That'll be in the dirt. Count will start off here at 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes with 1 down. Schwer back into the windup. Will get a foul ball as that was way up and out of the zone, but Pale able to hand Schwer a gift. And it goes to 1-1. Garrett Randolph, the next man due up. He has got 1 of the 2 hits today for the Reps. That'll be a ground ball over to third. Samuelson able to get to it. Needs a good throw. Throw is a little bit up the line. Sikora, though, able to keep his foot on the bag and retire the man for out number 2. Now Sikora, a very good fielder over at first base. Played most of the high school season over in right field. But his, I think, best defensive position is definitely first base. That'll be low, and the count will go to 1-0. Sikora doesn't really have the build of your typical, prototypical first baseman, but he knows how to field the position, which is good for Valley City. That'll miss high, and the count goes 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here to the DH, Garrett Randolph. Randolph a single and a pop out to right. Well, now he's ahead 3-0, and Schwer in danger of walking his first batter of the game. I don't even know if he's had a 3-ball count the entire day. And that'll run inside and hit him. So he doesn't walk his first man of the day. He hits him. So as innocuous as that can seem, this sets up the middle of the order to do something. And you can see Schwer kind of talking to himself a little bit. It's not a friendly conversation. There's not a lot of FCC compliant words maybe being said there. So this will bring up Ness. Ness had a good game out in right field fielding-wise. Has reached off an error and has struck out. Schwer looks back at second base. Will kick and fire. And a ground ball over to Samuelson. He'll pick this one up on a hop. Throw over to first. Good stretch by Sikora. There you go. That's how you work around a walk. And so Schwer fires up another scoreless inning. And Valley City will go to the 7th inning with at least a 3-run lead. Valley City hoping to add on some insurance here as we get set for our bottom of the 6th back here in a little bit here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun Savings Sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
So we get set for our bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Adam Shenenko coming up. And, well, Shenenko, well, he's rewarded head coach Chase Carpenter's faith in him as he's put together a 2-for-2 outing, again, with Parker Olsma off with hockey obligations today. And Shenenko getting a crack in the lineup. And, you know, he's proven his manager right in the faith that he's been given. So that'll start up high, and the count will go to 1-0. Luke Proska, the next man due up with Trevor Fetch. And Shenenko going to pop this one up over to first base. Second baseman out to get it, though, and he'll make the catch on the run for out number 1. Well, that one's hit over towards the infield, or just over towards the shallow outfield grass on the first baseline. Second baseman, though, able to come over and make the catch. Luke Proska struck out and has laid down a sac bunt. That'll miss high, and the count will start off here at 1 ball and no strikes. Trevor Fetch, next man due up. He's 0 for 2 today with a couple of ground outs. Proska just trying to work an AB to get on base. And Proska's going to tomahawk one. If that's fair down the line, it could be problems, but it's going to hook foul. Got a hold of it, just a little out in front, and it's kind of one of those where it's like you're just hoping, you're looking, you're seeing it travel far, and then you start seeing the left fielder stop running, and you know it's not deep enough for a home run. And Proska will swing at a high fastball, and that'll be a pop-up. Shallow left center. Shortstop out to go get it with Braden Schultz, and that'll be out number 2.
The shortstop, number 1, Trevor Fetch.
Fetch, a couple groundouts today to second base. One was a 4-6, the other was a 4-3. So rapid moving bottom of the 6th inning. Fetch goes up the middle. This might be a hit. Shortstop out to get it. Oh, it caught a bit of the bag. I mean, that's a knock. That's a knock. That's a knock. Come on now. That's a knock. Come on. That's a knock. I'm giving him a knock. I mean, it hit off the top of the bag, man. Like, yeah, I was going to say, whenever the ball hits off the bag, I don't care if it grazes it like it did right there. That's a hit. And it's like, and Fetch runs well. That was going to take a perfect throw to get him anyway. So, Fetch able to pick up a hit there. And this will bring up Bryson Hack as a new ball is going to be requested here by the Bismarck staff. Bryson Hack, 0 for 1 today, has walked and has grounded out to third. Heck trying to flip this around to the top of the order, give him one last chance. Fetch off and running. Not a great ball to throw on, and Armstrong's just going to put it in his back pocket. He feigned the throw, so it won't be fielder's indifference, so Fetch able to pick up the stolen bag. Well, Bryson's more than capable of driving him in, looking for some hard contact, preferably up the middle. That'll be outside, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Valley City with a nice 3-run lead, but they'd like to be able to stretch this out a little bit more. Try to do some 2-out damage. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch here to Heck. That's the one. That's the one you want. You know he's going to come after you on 2-0, and you get the patience. You get the patient approach, but that's the one right there. That's the one you wanted. 2-1 pitch. Bryson goes the other way with it. You're hoping that stays down the line. Stay fair, and it does, and that'll get to the fence. That'll drive in Trevor Fetch. Bryson might be looking for 3. He digs around second. Flying to third. Throw to third base. The throw not in time. Beats it with a feet first dive, and Bryson Heck comes up with an RBI triple. Now that's a big run for Valley City to pick up. That'll make it 4-0. And just hits it down the line, and you're just hoping, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. And just stays fair. Right fielder shaded way over, closer to right center than he is down the right field line. Didn't take the best angle to it. That angle allowed Bryson to get an extra bag out of the ordeal. So that'll make it a 1-0 count here to Corbin Powell. Powell looking for his first damage of the day. 6-3 ground out, E5, line out to right field. That'll be outside, and the count goes to 2-0. Now, Bryson had the patient approach on 2-0. I don't know if Corbin's going to have the patient approach. Corbin might be looking dead red down the middle to do damage. He got the curveball. He was sitting fastball. Now throw back to third base, and Bryson, he's having a conversation with Chase Carpenter as he was slowly loitering back to third base. A good throw might have gotten him, but ultimately doesn't. 2-1 pitch here to Corbin, and he's going to hit a super ball high into the air. Going to be a tough play over at second base. Throw to first, not in time. Corbin hustles it out for an RBI single. So that's a super ball just right over the top of the pitcher's head, and all the pitcher can do is just look up in agony. He knows Corbin can run, and all he can do is just turn around and just hope that ball gets down. Actually, really nice play over at second base by Pale to go get that and make a throw on the run. Corbin just too fast and hustles that one out. So another infield hit for Valley City, and that'll make it 5-0. So crooked number put up here by the Post 60 Royals, and, well, not out of the woods yet here, as Jack Samuelson could, well, make this a very, very, very comfortable game with one big swing of the bat. He is 1 for 2 today. Corbin off and running. Samuelson with a check swing, throw to second, not going to be in time. Corbin picks up a stolen bag, and that'll be a 1-1 count. You almost hear, I don't know if you blame Bismarck if they're going to throw up 4 fingers here and pitch around Samuelson to get to Sikora, but they're going to elect the pitch to him. Samuelson hits this one to third. That'll kick foul, and that'll get the count to 1-2. I think if the count was 2-0, you might see Bismarck hold up 4 fingers and send Samuelson down to first base and the pitch to Sikora. But also, when the count's 1-1, you know you're only 2 pitches away from getting them, not 3. Samuelson hits this one high into the air, angling over towards the first base dugout. Catcher trying to find it, and, well, problem is for the catcher is even though it's a flat dugout here in Valley City, is that concrete is leaving the field of play, and he would have had to go onto the concrete to get to that ball. So I think that it's kind of like hopping the fence to go get a home run, essentially. It wouldn't count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Samuelson hits this one out into left center, and that's going to die. And that'll be a single for Jack Samuelson and an RBI. So Samuelson makes the representatives pay for pitching to him, and that'll make it a 6-0 lead.
Number 7, Andrew Sikora.
And you feel for Unrath here a little bit as he's pitched better than a 6-0 deficit. But Valley City just finally able to get the sticks going with 2 outs here, and this will bring up Andrew Sikora. Sikora will take that one, and I'll bounce in the dirt. Samuelson will make his way over to second and take a very large turn over at second base. Nobody holding him on, so he'll just meander back to the bag. Good actually pick up there by Samuelson, realizing the ball's low, and as soon as he sees it kick away from the catcher, he's off and running. No hesitation in there at all. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Sikora. 1 for 2 today, single and a walk. And it takes a hack of that one, but off the underneath side of the bat, and it'll go to the backstop, and it'll be 1-1. So Sikora, infield single today, a walk and a ground out to the pitcher with the bases loaded. Sikora looking for that nice, simple swing to just try to take it the other way to left center. Got fooled on an off-speed pitch, swung over the top of it, and it's going to be 1-2. Leighton Hendrickson sitting in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch with 2 down and 3 runs across in the inning for Valley City. And that'll be foul tipped by Andrew. You heard the kind of click of the tip of the bat, able to catch the ball there. So that'll keep things alive here in the AB for Sikora, as Unrath, who's really not had to labor through a lot of innings, has had his pitch count get up to 92 in this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 away. The pitch to Andrew will be low and inside, and the count goes to 2-2. Very cerebral hitter Andrew Sikora is. Just doesn't really get rattled, whether it's a 2-0 count or whether it's 2-2, whatever count it is. Always keeps the kind of same approach. It's fooled out in front of a changeup, and that'll be strike 3. So Sikora strikes out, but Valley City strikes for 3 runs to take a 6-0 lead. So you expect James Swear to head out from the dugout, try to finish off another complete game effort. Back after the break here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Pinch hitter coming in here for the Senators. It'll be left-hander Eli Steyer. He'll be coming in for Eli Stugelmeyer. That'll be outside, and the count will go to 1-0. 1 ball, no strike. Stugelmeyer was 0 for 2 against Schwer with 2 punch-outs. And now Schwer quickly behind 2-0. Well, Schwer's kind of been in a weird rhythm where it's like he hasn't had a lot of innings that have gone long in terms of him being sat down. That was the longest inning he's been probably between inning and mound. And, well, going behind here 2-0 and now make it 3-0 as he's overthrown a couple pitches. So it'll be Peterson due up next alongside Austell, followed up then by Armstrong and Unrath. So it's the middle bottom of the order coming up here, and already the pinch hitter in Steyer has worked himself into a good count, and he'll draw the walk there. 4-pitch walk for James Schwer. Very unusual for Schwer in this one. But he is at 66 pitches. And last inning, even though he didn't walk a man, he did start out Randolph 3-0 and then hit him with the 4th pitch. So got to keep an eye on that. Peterson 0 for 2 today. Takes a hack of that one off over towards the construction yard, and it'll be 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike in our top of the 7th inning, a 6-0 lead for Valley City on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. 0-1 pitch here for James Schwer. Curveball fouled away and over onto the berm, and it'll be 0-2. Schwer's been able to work around the minimal traffic he's had to face today. Trying to get a big first out here. Schwer will come set and fire. This is going to be hit out to center field. Bryson has to give it a good chase, but a good explosive burst. It's going to carry him into the left center gap and bring that in for out number 1. And some guys just make fielding look really easy. It's like, again, that was stung pretty well to center field. I mean, it wasn't hit a million miles an hour, but, like, you know, you got to get back to get it. And Bryson just, within 3 steps, he's at full acceleration. He just glides over to make the catch on that one. So this will bring up Austell. First pitch, catches that inside corner for strike 1. Emerson Austell 0 for 2 today. A pop out to right field and a ground out to first. So the 0-1 pitch here by Schwer. This popped up, and that'll get up and over everything. And it'll be 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. So after the 4-pitch walk to Eli Steyer, Schwer's been able to hone in the zone once more. Eli Armstrong standing on deck. Schwer looks and kicks, fires. Good idea with the front door slider. He actually got Austell kind of opening up the door a little bit. Kind of stepped out thinking it was going to hit him. And then realized that's coming back over the plate. Took a rip at it, off balance. Not a good-looking swing, but he'll foul it off and keep the AB alive. So 0-2 pitch upcoming once more. Schwer takes a deep breath. Might be gearing up for a fastball. 0-2 pitch. It is the fastball, and he blows it right by him for strike 3. So Schwer, another punch out for him. Respectable total today of 5. And this will bring up Eli Armstrong. Armstrong,
Eli Armstrong,
1 of 2 hits today off James Schwer, the other belonging to Garrett Randolph. Armstrong got fooled on a first pitch breaking ball the first time on the first pitch of his last AB, and then drove a hanging breaking ball into left field for a single. That'll be a grounder, and it goes to 0-1. Talked about this early on in the game. You want pitchers to have short-term memory in terms of not allowing a single or a walk to linger, and Schwer's done a good job of that in this inning. But you want them to have the long-term memory of remembering what happened last time. And if you remember what happened last time, Armstrong sat on that breaking ball. So Schwer might be trying to go fastball here. 0-1 pitch. Goes sliders. Rolled over to Samuelson. Samuelson gets to it. Throw to first in time by plenty. And so James Schwer going to fire a complete game 2-hit shutout. And Valley City will take game 1 today in this doubleheader by a score of 6-0. 6 runs, 8 hits, only 1 error for Valley City. 2 hits, 5 errors for Bismarck, as Valley City will get themselves back into the win column. As we take a look here at our final stats for today. Let's see. Corbin Powell going to finish 1 of 4 today with an RBI. Samuelson 2 of 3 with an RBI and a walk. Sikora 1 for 3 with a walk. Leighton Hendrickson 0 for 2 but with a couple RBIs. James Schwer 0 for 3, but again, you throw a shutout, you can do whatever you want at the plate. Shenenko 2 for 3, couple of singles. Luke Praska 0 for 2 today, but did manage to get on base once. Did manage to get on base once. Trevor Fetch 1 for 3 today, and Bryson Heck 1 of 2 also drew a walk. James Schwer 7 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts to only 1 walk. So James Schwer, a complete game shutout, as Valley City will take the first game today, 6-0. For those of you listening over on KOVC, we'll have a quick music intermission before we get ready for our second game today. For those watching over on KOVC Live, just keep it with us, and when we come back, we'll have the start of the next game here, probably about 25, 30 minutes or so. So for those listening on KOVC, we'll get to the music. For those on KOVC Live, keep it with us, and we'll be back here in a little bit with some more baseball right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. Welcome back, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley KOVC and over on our KOVC Live YouTube channel. Get into our starting lineups real quick for both sides. Bismarck representatives going to be Brayton Schultz at shortstop leading off, followed up by Garrett Randolph at center field. Emmett Pale will be in right field hitting third. Batting fourth will be Jace Giramo in left. Eli Steyer will be at first base, and he'll be followed up by Eli Stugelmauer, and he'll be behind the dish. Brecken Scott at third base, batting eighth, and rounding out the lineup today's pitcher, Madden Gerving for Valley City. Very similar lineup to last time. A few tweaks here and there. Corbin Powell catching and leading off. Samuelson now at shortstop, batting second. Andrew Sikora still at first base, batting third. Leighton Hendrickson in center field, cleaning up. James Schwer now from the mound to the hot corner at third base, batting fifth. Adam Shenenko still DHing and hitting sixth. Luke Praska in left field. It'll be Trevor Fetch over at second base, batting eighth. And it'll be Bryson Heck today pitching. And the one change is that Brody Mueller goes out to right field, and Coughlin heads to the bench. So that is the starting nine for both teams. Valley City going to send out their top dog in Bryson Heck. Every team's got an ace, a money pitcher, whatever you want to call it. Bryson Heck, the most experienced pitcher Valley City has. He's the guy that, well, if you got to win a game, you want him to be on the mound. James Schwer, he's going to be that guy probably next year for Valley City. But Bryson Heck going to be the top dog in securing a lot of these sweeps in region or in the West region. So hoping Bryson Heck's got his good stuff today. Almost picked up a win over a very good Park Riverside. That was the Class B high school champions. Just a 2-out, 2-run double able to prevent the complete game win for Bryson Heck, but picked up a no decision. But Valley City did come back in the eighth inning to win that game. First pitch here for Bryson Heck is a strike. Second pitch in there for a strike. Count quickly at no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes for Bryson Heck. Looks over the top of the glove, quickly into a rhythm, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Corbin able to block it. Lays a tag on him, and that'll complete the strikeout. Well, so much like James Schwer, Bryson Heck gets himself into a quick rhythm and just bang, 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 goes right after the hitter. And this will bring up Garrett Randolph. So Scholes goes from not hitting at all in the first game to now hitting in the second game and leading off. So Bryson gets a 3-pitch strikeout. That next one will miss high, so first ball of the day for Bryson Heck. This will be Garrett Randolph. Had a good offensive day in the first game. Got a hit and some good ABs sprinkled in there. Ground ball high to third. Schwer picks it up in fair territory and not going to be able to pick it up. So it's going to be a hard play for James to make. He caught that one. If he caught it high, he was going to have to plan his throw, make a cross diamond throw.
The right fielder, number 3, Emmett Pale.
Kind of scored an error just because the throw, you never got to see the throw. You don't know if you get them, but you know for sure you're not going to get them because you dropped it. So score that an E, and that'll bring up Emmett Pale. So Bryson out of the stretch for the first time today, fires a high fastball, and that'll miss up and in, and the count goes to 1-0. 1 ball, no strike with 1 man down and 1 runner on at first base. Heck looks in and kicks and fires and goes front door slider and doesn't get the call on that one. Well, it locked up Pale and might have locked up our home plate umpire. That looked like a really good front door slider. Just couldn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Pickoff throw back to first base. Good snap on the throw. Sikora applies the tag, but runner back in plenty of time. Heck takes another gander back at the runner at first base. Will kick and fire. Runner off and going. Not a great pitch for Corbin to throw on, and he won't get one off. So the 5 turns into a glorified double, as that'll put a man at second base, and it is a 3 ball, no strike count. So Valley City had to work around some traffic in the first inning, and it looks like the reps might be in position to put might be able to put some representatives on the base here to start out this first inning. Bryson Heck, though, very capable of working his way back from a 3-0 count, and he'll start here with a strike that dots the outside corner, make it a 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Giramo on deck. That'll be a pop-up in foul territory. Sikora giving chase. Not going to get to it. Ball stays in play, but probably about 8 or so feet away from Sikora. And Segura's got some speed to him, so he's able to run it down. He's going to be able to run down most of anything that stays in play here, but that one wasn't very high off the bat and just kind of kept angling further and further out of play. Had more lateral run than vertical. 3-2 pitch by Bryson. Dots the outside corner, blows it by him for strike three. And Pale never got the bat off his shoulder on that one. Well, sometimes you go with sequencing. Sometimes you try to, make the batter swing when they're looking for something else. And sometimes you just put down the old number one and say, here it is, come hit it. And Pale didn't look interested in taking a swipe at that one. So Giramo coming up. Well, he buzzes the tower up and inside. And, well, Bryson's certainly not afraid to go inside. So 1 ball, no strike, with a man at second and 2 down. Eli Steyer, the next man due up for the Representatives. That'll just miss a touch low, and the count goes to 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. The first game ended in probably about an hour 20 or so. We started about 5:37, got done at about 6:57, I think. I'll be firmly in there for a strike, and the count goes to 2-1. So we are. I can't believe we're saying this. We started this game ahead of schedule, which never happens. 2 balls and a strike with 2 down. Decent sized lead over at second base. Ground ball up the middle, but Bryson's got it on a pick, and he'll just meander over to first base, flip to Sakura for the third and a final out. So Bryson has to work around an error, but ultimately able to pick up his teammates. And that'll get things started today as we go to our bottom of the first inning. After half an inning of play, it is the Representative 0, Valley City coming up.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
And we're back here as we get set to start our bottom of the first inning. And it'll be a similar 1-2-3 leading off. It'll be Corbin Powell, Jack Samuelson, Andrew Sikora. Top of the order, and really the order as a whole finally got to the Bismarck pitching in the bottom of the 6th inning, tattooing them for, 4 runs, making it 3 runs in that last inning. Really able to stretch it out and kind of put the game away. First pitch here to Corbin Powell in there for a strike. So this will be Madden Gerving on the mound. Gerving did not play in the last game, and he's going to be getting the start and the 9-hole duties start in this one. Next pitch going to miss low, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to the Valley City leadoff man. Ooh, Gerving going to get the outside strike call, and Gerving going to kind of come from that low 3/4 arm slot. Become more and more popular over the past few years. Allen's going to move the count to 2-0, or 2-2, excuse me. And you still got guys that like to go over the top, but really what going from the side allows you to do, it allows you kind of a wider array of breaking balls. That'll be low and in the dirt, and the count will now go to 3-2. From over the top, you really got fastball, you can get a changeup, but changeups are hard to throw. It seems like an easy pitch to throw, just throw your fastball slower, but it's a lot harder than that. It's tricky to have a good one. And kind of your curveball is always going to be a straight 12-6. Now dot the outside corner. Corbin thought it was off the plate, and he'll go down looking for the first out. When you come in from that kind of low three-quarter arm slot, one, it creates a bit of funkiness in your delivery. Always good to have. Keeps righties uncomfortable. Makes it hard for them to really pick up the ball. And it also helps with your breaking stuff as well. You know, you're kind of naturally throwing it across your body, so you can get on top of the ball and be able to get some side spin to it. First pitch here to Samuelson off the plate, and the count will go to 1-0. Kind of when you see guys that throw from kind of that three-quarter arm slot, you're going to see a lot more sliders, slider, slurve, sweeper, slurve and sweeper, kind of same break pattern as a slider, but much slower. That'll be in there, and the count goes to 1-1. So it looks like right now Valley City is going to have to be able to stay honest on that inside breaking ball and be able to time up a pretty solid fastball. Samuelson grounds this one to third. That'll go foul, and the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 away here in our bottom of the first inning. Kicks and fires, and that'll be a breaking ball off the plate, and it goes to 2-2. Talked about this a little bit ago about what classifies a pitcher as effectively wild. Effectively wild is like you can walk guys. In fact, there have been pitchers that have won Cy Youngs up near or leading the league in walks, as that'll miss low, and the count goes to 3-2. But it's all about kind of making the pitch when you have to make the pitch. It's about keeping the batter uncomfortable but still being in control of the game. And that'll miss high. 4-4. Samuelson's he's gonna sprint down the first base. The joys of being young and not having your knees hurt. If I were to run that hard down to first base, I'd have to take an ice bath for a week straight. Samuelson able to pick up the walk, so first base runner of the day for Valley City. And this will bring up the lefty, Andrew Sikora, who, when we've seen Gerving miss in this one so far, he's missed off the left-hand side, so that's probably not sitting very well with Sikora right now. That's going to be a good pitch. Dots the outside corner. So Gerving wants to be able to establish that outside corner, both the lefties and righties, with his fastball. On that slider, he wants to try to be able to tunnel it with his fastball and get Sikora to swing over the top of it. Sikora unable to catch up to the fastball, and it goes to 0-2. This is when you might see him go to that slider in an 0-2 count, able to dot the outside corner, then works it a bit up. So Sikora's going to be wary of that fastball, but might be a good opportunity to sneak in the slider, pick off throw to first base. Jack's back in plenty of time. When we talk about tunneling, it's kind of throwing it out of the same arm slot and making it look like a certain pitch. 0-2 pitch. And a bit out in front of the off-speed there. Ground ball to second. Only play is going to be to first, so runner moves up 90 feet on the 4-3 putout. And this will bring up Leighton Hendrickson. Talking about tunneling, it's coming out the same arm slot, and it's kind of not just coming out of the same arm slot, but that's a big part of it. What you want to be able to do, and this is why fastball slider combos have become, more prevalent than they have been before. Usually it was the 3-pitch medley, fastball, changeup, curveball. Now you're seeing a lot of guys be able to get by with fastball slider. The reason why is you throw your slider and you throw your fastball very similarly. First pitch here to Leighton. He'll foul this one into the screen, and it goes to 0-1. You pretty much, talk about arm action. You throw your fastball and you throw your slider with very similar arm action. Now, slider, of course, you adjust your grip on the ball to get more side spin on it, but you're throwing it pretty much as hard. You're not holding anything back. You're not pronating it off to the side, trying to get arm side run. You're just pretty much you're throwing it with side spin, and you're kind of letting it eat. That'll miss outside, and it goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. So that helps with tunneling because you don't have to change it. You just throw it, same arm slot, same kind of arm action as you would throw your kind of fastball with, and that's how you tunnel a really good fastball slider combo together, and that's what makes it really tough to hit. And Leighton gets tied up on that one, just took a defensive hack and couldn't come up with it. That's a beautiful front door breaking ball. So Gerving, certainly top quality pitcher, top quality stuff early on here. He's had to labor a little bit here, though. 18 pitches in the inning. So Valley City's worked some long ABs off him. And Gerving going to step off the mound here to collect himself. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Also makes a slider fastball combo good as they both kind of have similar spin in terms of trying what to identify. Layton's going to hack at that one and foul it back to the screen. So they will be able to run up Gerving's pitch count to 20 pitches in this first inning. And the catcher is going to go out to talk to him again with Stugelmeyer going out to talk to Gerving. Second time that he's done that this inning. So interesting to see what the next pitch here is going to be. Sometimes a meeting like that isn't to talk about, getting crossed up on a sign or whatever. It's usually talking about a quick sequence where you kind of lay out the next 3 pitches you want to throw, and also way to prevent a batter at second from relaying signs. Oh, that's a great idea. Wrong execution. That was a slider that they were trying to front door to Layton, but they left it too high up, and that'll be up and inside for ball 2. Haven't seen him double up on the slider a lot today, so if you're Layton, you might be looking for a fastball. 2-2 pitch. He does double up on it. Fooled me, fooled Layton. He swings over the top of it for strike 3. So that'll be a scoreless first inning of work for Gerving. Did have to get into over 20 pitches in the inning, though. So if Valley City is able to keep taxing him like that, the stuff might not be able to last for deep into this game. But after 1 inning of play, it is a scoreless game on our LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. Back after the break on KOVC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun Savings Sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Getting ready to start our second inning of play. It is a scoreless ball game here in Valley City. Valley City took the first game of this doubleheader and now trying to extend their West Region winning streak. That'll miss high, and the count will start off here at 1-0. So Bryson Heck out there for another inning of work. Pitching here to Eli Steyer, and that'll miss low. Or Jace Ramo, excuse me. So it'll be Jace Giramo due up right now. And that'll miss low. So Bryson behind in the count now, 3-0. So Giramo gonna take that one for a called ball, or excuse me, a called strike. So that'll move the count here to 3 balls and 1 strike. So it'll be Giramo, Steyer, and Stugelmeyer. Ground ball, and that'll go foul. So full count as it'll go to 3-2. So Bryson falling behind a couple of guys here early on in this ball game. And now he got, well, it looks like Giramo maybe fouled that ball off his foot as he's walking around a little gimpy in this one. So Giramo gonna try to walk this one off, but that is certainly not the way that you want to start things out. And he's still trying to walk that off. So it's a full count, and now still trying to just shake out that leg. They do have plenty of bats that hit in the previous game ready to go in case he cannot go. So they're looking over towards the dugout, and he's going to have to exit this AB. So he's going to have to exit, and somebody's going to come walking into a 3-2 count. So trying to catch the number on that one for you folks. So it's going to be Ness coming to the plate. So Ness comes out here to pinch hit.
Number 6, Sam Ness.
So Ness going to come up after Geronimo has to exit after hitting the ball off his leg. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch by Bryson. Fastball that's hit right to Fetch, and a little cut and liner. Fetch able to stay in front of him and bring it in for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 5.
So Eli Steyer comes up. Geronimo was in left field. Ness was out in right field the previous game, so figure it might be a pretty easy transition if Ness has to come in. This will be a pop fly, shallow center field. That looks like it's going to get down for a hit. And a bit of an overrun out there in left center, but nobody's going to advance past first base. So Steyer able to get a flare single, and this will set up Eli Stugelmeyer. Stugelmeyer behind the dish. He got pinch hit for at the end of the first game after going 0 for 2 with a couple punch outs. Valley City won that first game in shutout fashion by a score of 6-0. Another bunt shown, and he'll pull that one back as Bryson's kind of been missing up in the zone a little bit to some of these righties. It's been high and inside. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 away. That comes set, fires, and this will be a ground ball over to second. Fetch going to slap a tag on the man and throw to first for the 4-2-3 double play. So Fetch does a good job on defense, handling a cut and the line drive and getting to that one, getting to the baseline, making no mistake about it, slap the tag on him, and then getting out of the baseline, throwing to first for that 4-3 double play. So Valley City able to put up a unconventional or untraditional 1-2-3 inning, but it is a 1-2-3 inning nonetheless. Bryson Heck able to keep his pitch count in check as well. So scoreless ball game as we go to the bottom of the second inning on KOVC.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Back to begin our bottom of the second inning. Scoreless ball game between the Post 60 Royals and the Bismarck representatives. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a good pitching matchup here in this one. Both pitchers with good stuff on the mound. And Valley City able to win a 6-0 shutout in the previous game. And they'd like to be able to get some run support for Bryson early on in this one. There'll be a combination of James Schwer, Adam Shenenko, and Luke Praska coming to the plate here. First pitch here to the third baseman, misses low for ball 1. Valley City 1 base runner in the game so far with the walk. Bismarck with a pair off a hit and an error. 1 ball, 1 strike here to James Schwer, as he'll foul that one off the hands. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and that'll miss low and in the dirt, and the count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Shenenko, good day for him at the plate in the first game. Couple hits, an infield single, and good opposite field single his last time up. There's a bit of a bobble over at third base. Throw to first, though, is going to be in time. Not a hard ground ball there by James Schwer, but Scott able to handle the bobble and make a good throw over to first for out number 1.
The designated hitter, number 3, Adam Shenenko.
This will be Adam Shenenko coming up. Shenenko DHing once again today. Shenenko hit a single, infield single his first time up, and his first AB of the first game. And Shenenko's going to slap this one. Slow roller to second. Not much on it. Throw to first. Ooh, bit of a shuffle over at first base, but able to keep that back foot planted to the bag. So quick 2 outs here for Valley City, and kind of the last thing you want to do. You worked a really good inning. Even though you didn't score, you made them throw 22 pitches or so in that first inning, and now kind of these quick ABs, you're in danger of kind of letting them off the hook there a little bit. Pitch here to Luke Proska, and the first pitch to Proska inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Proska back out there in left field for the second straight game. He'll be followed up by Fetch and Heck. I'll be swung on and missed over the top and a little behind perhaps, and I'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Proska. Next pitch, that'll run inside, low and in, so it's a 2-1 count. Now, this is where if you're Gerving, you can't allow this inning to prolong any more than it has to. You got 2 quick outs, but can't allow Valley City to do what they did in that last inning, which is not really looking in danger of pushing across a run, but they just worked you to the bone. 2-2 pitch. That'll run in behind, and Proska will duck out of the way. So, yeah, I think there might be some chirps of wear it coming out of the dugout. Always easy to say wear it when you're safely tucked in the dugout. And the ball's at your head. 3-2 coming up here. Pitch to Proska, swing on and miss, and that'll be strike 3. So, third punch out of the game for Gerving through 2 innings. Still scoreless, 0-0. We go to the top of the third right after this break on KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers. Clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Back here as we get set to begin our top of the third inning on KOVC. It'll be Brecken Scott leading up. Scott, the third baseman. First pitch here by Bryson will miss off the plate. The count will start off here at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here to Brecken Scott. It'll be Scott, Madden Gerving, and Brayton Scholes. That'll be fouled away off over yonder towards the grass berm, and that'll be off over towards the construction site. So it'll be 8-9-1 due up with Scott, Gerving, and Scholes. Bryson looking in at the target. Kicks, fires with 1-1. Gets him off balance with the inside slide piece. And misses at that one. It'll be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bryson, a pair of punch outs in this game. Both of them came in the first inning. Got out of the last inning with a double play. Dots the outside corner. Corbin able to steal a strike on the outer half for strike 3. So if you're watching at home, you might be able to see Corbin's not catching how you would see an old-style catch-or-catch, where it's just kind of the traditional squat. Uh, a lot of big style coming into play now is what we call one knee down catching, and what that allows you to do is get better control over the bottom of the zone. And that'll be swung on and missed. Price took a little off that one for strike one. So what getting down low allows you to do, it allows you to take pretty much anything low and kind of catch upwards, like snap up, and that's framing. That'll be a ground ball up the middle. Fetch handles it on a couple hops. Bit of a bobble. Can't pick it up clean. Throw to first. Not in time. Fetch just kind of let that ball get on him. And like to see a bit more aggression going to get that. And that just kind of kept bouncing and kept bouncing and kept bouncing. And even, even then, just kind of, it wasn't hit that hard. You'd like to see him charge in on it, get to it, and kind of meet the ball, you would say, almost at the lip of the grass instead of allowing that ball to travel an extra 3 to 4 feet on the dirt. But ultimately lets it travel a bit too long, and the E4 will put a man on base. Bunt gets put down, and it's a good bunt. James going to need to make a good throw over to first base. Throws in time, so it'll be a sac bunt. So sac bunt moves him up 90 feet, and this will bring up Garrett Randolph. Randolph reached off a fielding error by James Schwer, his first time up. So 2 men down and a runner at second for the representatives. Rice has only allowed the 1 hit. A couple fielding errors by Valley City. So an opportunity for Bismarck to take a lead. And first pitch for down low, and Urban does a good job getting in front of it. Count goes to 1-0. The drawback with the one knee down style of catching is your kind of lateral movement in terms of blocking. Kind of opens up a natural 5-hole that wasn't there before. Fly ball to right field. Mueller trying to find it, dives and can't make the catch. Oh, that was just a ball hit in the middle of no man's land, and the air comes back to bite Valley City as a little lob shot double down the line is going to give the Senators their first lead of the game. I mean, Mueller was on his horse, and it's just those are the hits that drive you nuts as a pitcher because you got a bad swing on a good pitch, and it's just it finds a spot to die. And Mueller's cheating over to right center naturally because you're expecting if it's going to go the other way, it's going to go into the gap and not just a little nade shot down the line. That one, though, just died right on the line, and Bismarck will take a 1-0 lead. Mueller laid out full extension trying to get to it. Just couldn't quite bring it in. That'll be in there for a strike, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down. Bryson taking a peek at the man at second, but he's going to focus home, and he's going to hit the man. So Pale hit by a pitch, and this is a potential turning point in this game where your Valley City, this inning hasn't gotten away from you yet. Again, key word there is yet. It's only 1 run that came across. Yes, it's with 2 outs, but again, it wasn't a hard hit ball. It's just kind of you got to buckle down here and get yourself out of it. Refocus, find the command. First pitch in there for a strike, so the count starts off here 0-1. 2 hits for the representatives in this one. Valley City has yet to crack the hit column. That'll be a slicing foul ball, and it goes to 0-2. Grimm bounced out to the pitcher his first time up. And yes, that'll be Sam Ness in the on-deck circle after coming in to pinch hit for a injured Jace Jormo. No balls, 2 strikes here. X going to look back the man at second base. Now 0-2 pitch, fastball laced down the right field. That'll be picked up, and a bit of a bobble out in right field. Mueller trying to get this one home. It'll be cut off, and another opposite field single. And Bennett Grimm going to push the lead to 2-0, and on that one, just Mueller overthought it a little bit. Letting the ball bounce was the right play in terms of if you dive and you miss that, that is 2 more runs that come across and score. To where you let it bounce, you got a chance to throw them out at the plate. And Problem is the bobble. If the bobble's not made, you got him out at home plate. He might not even go around, to be honest. That'll be swung on and missed by Ness, and it goes to 0-1. But just the half second you spend gathering that ball up is enough to bring that run in. 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, and the count goes to 0-2. Umpire's actually going to signal that was a foul tip. So Bryson Heck trying to get out of this inning and limit the two-out rally for the representatives. That'll be a fly ball into right field. Layton looking like he's got a beat on it, and he'll move underneath of it for the final out. But a two-out rally for the Senators as they manage to push across a pair of runs as we now go to our bottom of the third inning. It is the Representatives 2, Valley City 0, back after the break on KOBC.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun savings sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
First pitch in to Trevor Fetch, taken for a called strike. So count starts out here at 0-1. So you're keeping track. The last 13 runs Valley City have allowed have all been with 2 outs. Fetch hits this one, soft grounder over to second. Fetch running well, but throw's going to beat him by a couple steps. So that'll be out number 1. So Valley City, it's been the same thing that's kind of gotten them in trouble. It's not been able to finish off the inning, and that one right there is less about being able to finish off an inning as much as it is about the inning being extended for a reason it should have been. Like, got to make that play over at second base, and that error at second allows the inning to stay alive long enough for that run to come in and score. The double you gave up was a doinker down the line. Sometimes that ball blows foul. Sometimes it just clips the line like it did. So you give up an unfortunate run on an RBI, and then, well, if you're Bryson, you got to come back the next one and not hit the next guy, and then you get the Grimm who gets an RBI single. So can't be pointing fingers. Everybody's kind of mutually responsible for that. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 down here to Bryson Heck, as Gerving appears to be in a very good rhythm, as he does a good job to throw a nice little front door slider. Second baseman out to get it, and he'll run and make the catch. So Bryson Heck sat down, and that's 2 quick outs here for Valley City in this bottom of the third inning.
Number 13, Corbin Powell.
So this will bring up Corbin Powell. Powell went down looking his first time up. So 2 balls or a 2-0 lead here. 3 hits for the representatives in this one. No hits today for Valley City. Got a few base runners on with a walk. Powell will just smoke this one. That ball got to the fence and on the backside of where the football stadium is. That ball was smoked. That ball got from the home plate, if you know where Charlie Brown is, to the back fence on the football field in less than a second. I mean, that was absolutely smoked foul. No balls, 2 strikes here to Powell, as that'll find the bottom of the strike zone. So Gerving looking for a 1-2-3 inning, try to reset his pitch count here. Powell shoots this one, and that'll be the first hit of the day for Valley City. Goes the opposite field, and this will bring up Jack Samuelson. Samuelson was the first base runner of the day for Valley City as he walked in that first inning. Andrew Sikora moves into the on-deck circle. So Samuelson going to be looking to put together some two-out magic of his own. And no real wind to speak of today here in Valley City. So Valley City finally manages to get something into the hit column, and they'd like to get something over into the run column as well. Pickoff throw to first base, Corbin back in plenty of time. Got to remember, failed pickoffs accounted for 2 of the 5 errors for Bismarck in that game, and they think also drove it, or either were responsible for a pair of runs or were in part responsible for 2 runs coming in to score as well. So first pitch slider here to Samuelson, and that'll be in for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here to the Valley City shortstop. Corbin dancing around over at first base, and Gervin will just step off the mound to chase him back. So Corbin looks like he's trying to gear up here, maybe to take off and go. But Gervin works quickly, and he'll fire a fastball right past the bat of Samuelson. So it goes to no balls and 2 strikes. So this has been a slow starting game for this Valley City offense. They've struck out to end each of the first 2 innings. That'll miss low for ball 1. Corbin able to pick up the steal. Not quite as strong of an arm behind the dish with Stugelmeyer. So Powell able to move himself into scoring position for Samuelson. Samuelson had a good, nice piece of hitting in that first game where he kind of had a very similar hit to what Corbin had, where he kind of let the ball get a little bit deep and shoot it the opposite way. Corbin's got enough speed to be able to score on a ball like that. 1-2 pitch here to Jack. That'll be way off the plate, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down and 2 away, and it'll be another mound visit with Stugelmeyer going out to see Gerving. So, again, this isn't, I would say, getting crossed up. This is more or less the catcher going out to pretty much tell the sequence to the pitcher, so he's not going to get an opportunity, so Corbin doesn't get an opportunity to relay anything to Samuelson. So he shakes at 1, and then he'll step off the mound. And, I mean, Gerving and Stugelmeyer, they're either on the same page and they're playing head games with Samuelson, or they are just got all their wires crossed. Now he's going to step off for the second time, and, I mean, just, he's either, like, listen, man, you've got 2 pitches. It's like fastball or slider. Pick one. So he's trying to maybe disrupt the timing of Samuelson. He goes fastball. Samuelson hits this one to right center field, but center fielder's got a beat on it. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. So Valley City, they get a man in scoring position. Can't bring him in to score. So after 3 innings of play, it is the Representatives with a 2-0 lead. Back after the break on KOVC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Set to begin our top of the fourth inning. 2-0 lead for the Bismarck Representatives on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Representatives got 2 runs with 2 outs in that third inning. Pitch here by Heck will be a called strike one. This will be Eli Steyer coming up. Steyer reached on a single his first time up, but got caught in the middle of a 4-3 double play in the second inning. Next pitch here is by Bryson, goes off speed, pulls the string, and that'll go to 0-2. So it'll be Steyer, Stugelmeyer, and Scott. Heck gonna come set, look in at the target, kick and fire, and not a bad idea there. Tries to go back foot slider inside to the left hand bat of Steyer. But Steyer able to keep his composure, keep the bat back, and that'll move the count to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Heck looking in at the target. Now will kick fire, and that'll be fouled away. Goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes as some chatter starting to come over from the Representatives dugout as they finally have a bit of life to them. Pitch by Bryson, swung on and missed, pulled the string, and, well, the laughter that's coming from the dugout has certainly been quieted.
Catcher number 14, Eli Stugelmeyer.
This will bring up Eli Stugelmeyer. He hit in that 4-3 double play to end the second inning. So Brecken Scott, the next man, due up. Bryson's putting together some good numbers here. He's got 4 punch-outs through 3 1/3. But, again, that kind of air that extended the inning finally came back to bite Valley City. And that'll miss outside. The count starts off here 1-0. A air in the first inning, Valley City was able to work around. But we're not able to work around that second air. That's going to be a slide piece that backs Stugelmeyer off the plate, but then darts back to the inside corner for strike one. So Stugelmeyer went bailing out of the way, thinking it was going to hit him, and that one just hit right in the middle of the plate. And that's just mean right there. You got Stugelmeyer off balance, and then you go slide piece outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bryson Heck comes set, will kick and fire, goes slider again and doesn't get the call. That one stayed up a little bit more. It was a good pitch. I mean, Stugelmeyer wants no part of that slider. I mean, his feet are dancing every time the ball is thrown. You think fastball to finish him off. He does go slider again and get him. So, well, Bryson Heck was just bound and determined to just sit Stugelmeyer down with that slider, and he finally did. I mean, Stugelmeyer wanted no part of that slider at all. Just feet bailing out of the way every time and just let that one go for strike 3. So Brecken Scott comes up here with 2 down. Scott struck out in his first plate appearance. Madden Gerving, representing the bottom of the order, steps into the on-deck circle. That's a fastball swung on and missed, and the count goes here to 0-1. Bryson at 52 pitches, so not an exorbitant amount in this situation. Well, could certainly use a quick inning. That's a good little kind of darting little sinker almost, and that'll go to 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Might have turned it over there a little bit for a 2-seamer. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch runs it inside, and that'll be ball 1. So talking to Bryson, talking about, how he throws his fastball. Does he throw it a 4-seamer or a 2-seamer? He does throw both variants. 4-seamer is just going to kind of be straight, more velocity. 2-seamer, it's when you're going to see a little arm side run. High pop-up. Corbin's got it. Low throw. Good pick there by Sikora to save an error. So Valley City puts together a much-needed 1-2-3 inning. So we go now to the bottom of the 4th. Valley City trailing 2-0 back here after this break on KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun Savings Sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Andrew Sikora set the lead off this bottom of the 4th inning as we get to the halfway point of today's game. Taking a look at the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Bismarck after committing 5 errors in the first game. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for Valley City. That'll be a backdoor slider to start off Sikora for strike 1. Sikora grounded out to second base his first time up. Will be followed up by Leighton Hendrickson and James Schwer. Sikora hits a chopper over to second. Nice, easy hop for the second baseman. Throw to first in plenty of time, so a pair of groundouts to second for Sikora in this game. This will be Leighton Hendrickson coming up. Hendrickson struck out to end the first inning. So, Bismarck, they've thrown. Gerving's come out here, and, he looks every bit the equal, looks every bit the ace that Bismarck needs in a situation like this. Valley City, they've got to put some offense together. You're confident in Bryson Heck's ability to be able to hold Bismarck here, because even the runs they got were aided because of an error and some soft contact. But outside of that, they're really not getting to him. But problem is Valley City's really not getting to Gerving either. So this could come down to who's able to put up a 3-run inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that'll be in there for another strike. So, Gervin's not missing. He's not missing over the zone. He's not missing with his slider. This is going to be a challenge for Valley City. Hits this one to third, fielded cleanly, throw to first in time, so 5-3 ground out. No more freebies being handed away by Bismarck either. You got to understand, Valley City, they put together 6 runs, a more than respectable total, but not like they had 11 or so hits in that first game either. They were, they had 8 hits, good amount, but again, bulk of those came in the last inning, and really a lot of their base runners due in large part to some errors. So Schwer takes a called strike, and that'll move things along here. Again, very rapidly in this 4th inning. No balls, 1 strike, and another inside slider taken by Schwer, and it'll be 0-2. So 0-2, and this is Gervin's only getting stronger right now. Schwer hits it off the hands. First baseman's going to come in, make the catch for the final out. So that is a quick 1-2-3 inning for the representatives as they will take their 2-0 lead into the top of the 5th inning. Back after the break here on KLVC.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate, and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
We get set to begin our top of the fifth inning here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. And, I mean, this has been a pitcher's duel so far, as Bryson Heck and Madden Gervin have been just dicing up the respective lineups they've been faced with. So Gerving reached off an E4, came around to score. First pitch here, and that'll be just off the plate, and the count will start off here at 1-0. And so Gerving into the roller over to Fetch, and I think Fetch just kind of got caught in between on that one a little bit. Bryson tries to go backdoor with the slider, but it only reached to the back porch, and that'll be 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes here. So Gerving, one of those players that throws right but hits left, might also switch hit as well. 2-0 pitch. That'll miss outside, and the count goes to 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. So Gerving might be in position to draw the first walk of the day from Bryson Heck. He's taken all the way on that one, but Bryson able to work back and get a called strike. So it's going to be 3 balls and a strike. So 3 balls and a strike here to the 9-hole hitter, top of the order, Lumen Large. That'll be a slicer, and that's going to get through for a clean single. So Gerving has pretty much almost single-handedly given the representatives a chance to win this game, both with the way he's pitched and with kind of him getting on base now twice. Until you look at all the contributions of the last, call it, 11, 12 innings or so, and he's had about as much of an impact as anybody on this Bismarck roster. So this will be Scholes coming up. Scholes laid down a sac bunt his last time. Pickoff throw to first base, and Bryson's doing that thing where you're kind of throwing it into the path of the runner. He kind of short-hopped it to Andrew a little bit, though. So Corey able to get the glove to it and knock it down. Bunt being put down again, and this will be pushed foul. So kind of the best way to describe how you're going to guard against the bunt here is you got Schwer that's going to come in and handle anything hit to the left side. Anything hit to the right is going to be guarded by Bryce, and anything up into the air is going to be the responsibility of Corbin. Another bunt put down, and he gets it down right back to Schwer. Only play is going to be to first base. Out in plenty of time. So I got jammed a little bit on that one and didn't really challenge Schwer that much, but Schwer ultimately able to bring it in. And this will bring up Garrett Randolph. Randolph, one of the 4 hits today for the representatives. He get a little bloop shot down the right field line that a diving Mueller could not get to. So that is the first run driven in. This is going to be hooked down the left field line and well foul. So no balls and a strike with a man at second base and 1 down here on the top of the 5th inning. You're on KOVC. As the representatives trying to add on here to their 2-0 lead with their ace, Madden Gerving, in cruise control right now. And currently also standing at second base. Ground ball to third. James can't field it cleanly. Throw to first. Sikora can't pick it. And, I mean, you got to make the play there on both ends. Schwer's got to field that clean. And, sometimes you talk about goalies in hockey where they don't, where sometimes you just need a save. In that situation from Andrew, you just need a pick right there. The ball was going to beat the runner. He kind of, it's again awkward trying to pick it with 2 hands and just didn't make the pick on it. But it's in a situation right there, you got to have it. It's just one of those you got to have it. When you don't get it, it could lead to bad things. Corbin's going to throw this one down to second, and they got him. Oh, they feigned the cut play where Fetch ran in acting like he was going to cut the ball off, and that kept not only the runner at third base, but it fooled the runner running the second, who didn't go in sliding. Ball got through to Samuelson, and Samuelson slaps a tag on him. So that is a big, big, big throw out there for Corbin Powell. Swung on and missed, and the count goes to 0-2. If Valley City comes back and wins this game and holds the Representatives to 2 runs while doing it, that could potentially be the biggest play of this game. 0-2 pitch, slider. Oof, where did that miss? Might have been a bit high, maybe a touch in. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The throw out by Corbin Powell, able to give Valley City a chance to get out of this inning. That'll be a ground ball foul, and it goes to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As, again, Valley City's able to bail themselves out of jail essentially by erasing that error. But got to get this final out here. 1-2 pitch. In there, called strike 3. So defense and pitching able to work through that choppy 5th inning and throw up a 0 for Valley City. And we go to our bottom of the 5th. It is still a 2-0 ball game. Representatives looking to keep inching closer and closer to a potential split with Valley City.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
So this will be Valley City coming up here and leading off this bottom of the 5th inning with Adam Shenenko. Shenenko ground out to second his first time up and now down quickly in the count, 0-2. So it'll be Shenenko, Prauska, and Fetch. And if it goes 1-2-3 again, that 6th inning could be very huge for Valley City. But Shenenko might slap this the other way, and it drops for maybe Shenenko's going to only take 1 out of it. It just looked like the right fielder on that one just didn't feel comfortable diving for it in Pale.
Number 4, Luke Kraska.
I mean, I'd rule it a hit. Just kind of the reason you give it a hit and not an error is because, well, you could say the misplay. The ball never touched his glove, and the misplay, the overrunning, didn't result in an extra base. Kraska puts it down. Not a bad-looking bunt to third. Throw's going to have to be on the run to first, and he's in there in plenty of time. So Kraska lays down the sack bunt, and this will be Fetch and Heck. So you've heard me talk about this in the pregame show about how Valley City, I think, is structuring their lineup in a way to where they're trying to put essentially what would be like the leadoff or the 1-2 guys in a situation where they're putting them actually 8th and 9th to try to set up the likes of Powell and Samuelson. And, I mean, right now you're at that point where you need it. You need 8 and 9 to get on base. You need them to get on base. You need them to set up your top of the order guys. Fetch slaps this one the other way. Not going to be an easy ball, but it looks like that's going to hook foul. And that's sometimes how games are decided, to where that little doink shot that just continues to slice foul doesn't drive in a run, and the all-hands doink shot that goes to right field for the Representatives drives in the run. So if you need, so Fed's got to be able to shake that one off and try to be able to come through here, drive in a run, or just get on base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Valley City dugout finally making some noise for, I would say, really the first time in this game. It's a big part of the game. Unless there's a double play here, this might be Corbin's last at-bat of the game. That'll be off the plate. We'll call it a strike. And that's off the plate. And it's been there, but you don't want that ever called against you in a batter. Not in that situation. Again, nothing you can do there. Fed's going to hit a high chopper in between second and first, and the pitcher's actually going to cut that one off, so Gerving makes a good play. I mean, that's a play that you can make a hash out of easily. Gerving easily kicks that ball and fetches on first base, and possibly the runner could come in to score from third. But instead, Gerving makes a nice play, able to bring it in, doesn't make a mistake fielding. And now, you got a man at third, but again, that runner, again, you don't want to say is worthless, but it's not the go-ahead run. That first pitch behind the head of Bryson Heck, and the count goes to 1-0. And the reason why, it allows you to pretty much focus on Bryson in this situation. Well, Bryson's going to let that one go in for a strike, so the first slider's up and behind his head. Second one is dropped perfectly into the inside pocket for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryson hits this one to third, knocked down at third base. Good throw is going to get him. Bryson hit it just about where you want to hit it, except the third baseman's hugging the line, guarding against the base runner. Hard to say if Fetch is at second base, whether or not third baseman would have been able to get to that ball, but because he's holding the runner on, he's guarding the line. He throws out Bryson Heck, and you can feel the air get sucked out of the building there a little bit for the Valley City dugout, as they knew they had a chance, but they couldn't take advantage of it. And now we go to our top of the 6th inning. Valley City still trailing 2-0.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun Savings Sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Back here as we begin our top of the 6th inning here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. It'll be Grimm set to lead off this 6th inning for the representatives, who have rode the steady arm of Madden Gerving to a 2-0 lead. Grimm ground out to the pitcher and a RBI single for his 2 ABs today. RBI single, good piece of opposite field hitting. Again, the last 13 runs Valley City has given up as a team have all been with 2 outs. I'll miss outside, and the count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike. So for Valley City, I mean, this is the most important inning of the game. You got an opportunity here to sit them down 1-2-3 if Bryson locks in here. Count goes to 1-1. I'll be popped up, Fetch moving underneath of it. And that'll be out number 1. The reason why this is what I'm saying is the biggest inning of this game is that Valley City, if they sit down Bismarck 1-2-3 in this inning, it'll be 7-8-9 due up. It'll be 7-8-9 due up in the next inning. Now, granted, Gerving's gotten on twice, one off an error, one off a good bit of hitting. But again, it's 7-8-9, and the guy that's in front of Gervin, Brayton Scholes, has struck out and has been asked to lay down 2 sac bunts. So you've you're pretty comfortable facing 7, 8, 9, 1 potentially in that 7th inning. That'll be, did it hit him? Or is it a foul ball? One ball and a strike, so that one just went off the bat knob of of Ness. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch by Bryson, a slider hit over to Fetch. He gets a good hop this time. Throw to first in plenty of time for out number 2. Another reason why this inning is important is on the offensive side. You got 1, 2, 3 due up. You're hitting up there for a reason. 1, 2, 3. You need your big bats to come up there. I know Gervin's dicing it up a little bit, and he's been good, but you got 2 guys that are very important in this order coming up as well. So if you're in the Valley City mind of thing, if you're able to get through this scoreless, get through this 1, 2, 3, and you got 1, 2, 3 coming up yourself, you might be able to find a way to steal this in the 6th. Now this is going to be a fly ball over to center. Now this will be moving over by Leighton Hendrickson, and he'll bring this in. So it is a 1, 2, 3 inning. So Valley City gets the 1, 2, 3 inning they need. Now they need 1, 2, 3 to come up for them in this bottom of the 6th inning as they try to pull off a come-from-behind win. We'll be back here in a little bit with our bottom of the 6th inning right after this break on KOBC.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Quality matters, and Valley Meat Supply delivers. Rod and Terry, along with their experienced staff, proudly offer locally sourced beef and pork. From fresh ground beef and hand-cut steaks to thick-cut pork chops, incredible bacon, and award-winning jerky and snack sticks. You'll also find the best cheese and deli meats, plus customer favorites like baked beans, seafood, and seasonings to complete any meal. Whether you're feeding the family or grabbing a snack, it all starts with quality you can trust. Come in today and taste the difference at Valley Meat Supply on West Main in Valley City.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Corbin Powell set to lead off this bottom of the 6th inning. So Valley City, they got the 1, 2, 3 inning on the mound they needed. Now they need 1, 2, 3 of the order to handle business here. Again, if you're able to push across 2, even 3 runs here, you give yourself a chance to be able to steal this game away. I mean, it would be a steal. Madden Gervin has been fantastic today. That'll be inside. It'll clip off the glove, and it'll start things off at 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes here to Corbin. He's got himself a strikeout and 1 of 2 Valley City hits today. Oh, that's a good slider, but they're going to say a ball. And Gerving, little perplexed on that one. So 2 balls, no strikes. Samuelson on deck. He has singled him or has walked him flight out to center. That'll be in there for a strike, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here to the Valley City catcher. 2-1 pitch, and Corbin lets that go by for another strike, and it goes to 2-2. Corbin got punched out looking in the first inning on a pitch that very close to the zone, and Gervin got the call. That'll be well outside, and it goes to a full 3-2 count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Corbin trying to find a way to get on base for the second time in this one. 3-2 pitch. That'll be way outside, ball 4. So Corbin does his job, gets on base, operates as a leadoff hitter on that one. He's willing to take his walk. I've said multiple times that Corbin really isn't what I would say a traditional leadoff hitter, but, he's very aggressive. He wants to put the ball in play. He wants to hit it hard, too. some leadoff guys are a little more patient at the plate. That was a really good team first at bat by Corbin Powell. Like, guys that can hit know they can hit. And sometimes when you know you can hit, it's not selfishness, but it's that drive to want to do something with the bat. Because it is really hard to watch 4 pitches. When you know that you can do damage with a swing of the bat, it's hard to watch 4 pitches. And it's hard to sometimes watch 7, 8 pitches to get a walk as well. But Corbin takes that team first AB. Samuelson chases one, hits it high into the left field sky. Corbin going halfway in case it's a drop, but smoothly travels into the glove for out number 1. This is when you might see Valley City start to put Corbin in motion here. And it's not quite the arm that they had before behind the plate. Stugelmeyer, not quite the same velocity on his throws as Armstrong. Actually kind of surprised they didn't put Armstrong back in to potentially be a defensive replacement. Pickoff throw back to first base. Corbin back with a dive. Sikora, a couple ground outs to first base in this game. He'll be followed up by Leighton Hendrickson. I mean, you got to figure Corbin's going to be off and running, trying to get in the scoring position. Give Valley City half a chance at pushing across at least one in this inning. And this is where you got to be able to this is when you got to be able to steal a base when everybody knows you're going, and those are the hardest ones. And he's off and going. Pitch is going to be a ball throw, not in time. Good backup will prevent the ball from getting into the outfield, so Corbin's in with a stolen base. So Sikora with a hit probably brings in Powell, unless he just laces it right to right field on a hop. If he's able to find some grass and make the fielders have to move around, Sikora might be able to drive in that run. 1-0 pitch. Sikora hits it up the middle, so it looks like it's going to be a third straight ground out to second, and a good throw will ensure it. So that's the best one he's struck in this one, but unfortunately he's not been able to elevate the ball, and that is just that is a trifecta of groundouts. Right now, kind of a underrated play in this one was the play at third base by Brecken Scott. If he doesn't make that play in the last inning, Valley City's got 1 run at least. That'll be outside, and the count will go to 1-0. So, again, even if Valley City pushes across the run here, you're okay. You're okay. You're facing kind of the less dangerous part of the order coming up next. And they're going to say that Hendrickson went around, and Henderson's looking to the sky, and there wasn't much on that swing, if anything at all, but he gets rung up on it. It's going to be 1-1. But if you're Leighton, it's just about keeping the line moving here. That'll be low and in the dirt. It goes to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Schwer standing in the on-deck circle. Shenenko in the hole. Leighton looking for his first hit of the day. That'll be outside, and, man, Stugelmeyer might not have the arm, but he's made a couple of nice picks over on the other side to prevent that ball from getting to the backstop. The last thing Bismarck wants to do is potentially put that tying run on base. 3-1 pitch, low, ball 4. So Leighton Hendrickson gets himself on base. So the tying run on board for James Schwer. Schwer, a 5-3 ground out and a pop-up to first base. And this will bring out a mound visit here for Bismarck. And got to imagine this is going to be a visit that is just going to be taken as long as they can to make sure the pitcher has all of his whereabouts around him. Back after the break on KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
James Schwer stepping into the box here after the mound visit. And again, that was less of a strategic mound visit as much as it was to just buy your pitcher a little bit of time. Try to get his bearings back around him, get everything all settled down. Schwer need to come through here. First pitch misses up high. 1 ball, no strikes, and these have to be patient ABs. I know it's hard to be patient when you got 4 outs left and you're down by multiple runs, but you got to be patient. And now Valley City going to take off and run, and Valley City was trying to bait a throw there with Hendrickson, kind of halfway jogging and on a delayed steal. Catcher feigned the throw down to first, but he was mostly trying to get Corbin to bite at third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner now in scoring position, and that's the one. That's the one. That's the one you want James to open his hips on and just let it eat with the bat. But lets it go. It's 1-2. This is as good of a chance Valley City's had all game. 1-2 pitch. Half swing by James Schwer. Pitcher comes out to get it. He'll run over to first. And Valley City might have just watched their chance to win this game die out on that first base line. So James Schwer, little check swing. Sometimes those go foul. This time it stays fair, and that is the second unassisted putout by the pitcher in this game. Madden Gerving's pretty much won this game by himself, but he still has 1 more inning to get through, and Bryson Heck coming out trying to look for all 7 innings of work as well. So we'll be back here after this break here on KOVC, a 2-0 lead for the Representatives.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
So we go to our top of the 7th inning. It is a 2-0 lead for the Bismarck Senators over the Valley City Post 60 Royals. And it's been a game of limited chances. For Valley City and really for Bismarck. And the deal is Bismarck capitalized. We talk about, how an error extended the inning, but, it kind of had that in the first inning as well, where an error kind of extended the inning, but yet Bryson Heck's able to work out of it and throw up a 0. But in that third inning, an error kept the inning alive a little bit longer than it should have. And for the Senators, who only have 4 hits today, they've taken advantage, and they fielded clean, and that's a big deal. Stugelmeyer hits this one over to second base. Fetch able to knock it down, throw to first in time. So good job by Fetch to get in front of that one for the first out. And that'll be Brecken Scott coming up. Brecken Scott, very underrated play in this game. Bryson Heck hit one exactly how you want to hit. You want to scorch one down the line, be able to get the runner in, and Brecken Scott makes a nice backhand play. If that ball could get under his glove, it didn't. How you view this game. High chopper. Fetch coming in on it. Throw to first in time. Fetch makes another very nice play defensively. And this will bring up Madden Gerving. But it's kind of like both teams have had limited opportunities. So you go to the bottom of the 6th inning for Valley City. That was their best opportunity. They didn't get the 2-out hit. You go to the top of the 3rd inning. The Senators had a chance to drive in a run with 2 outs, and they did. That's kind of the story of this game. One team took advantage of the opportunity, the other hasn't. And it's been a tale of 2 very good pitchers in this one. Bryson Heck and Madden Gerving have pretty much shoved it against both these lineups in this one. 6 combined hits in this one for both sides. There has not been a lot of hope offensively. This will be flied into the air. It should be the end of the inning if Schwer can get underneath of it. Schwer underneath of it, and that'll be the final out. So Schwer able to bring it in. So it's another 1-2 inning for Bryson Heck. He hasn't allowed an earned run, but earned runs don't really matter only runs do, and there are 2 of those up on the LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard right now for the Reps. So Gervin coming out looking for the complete game shutout and a split with Valley City. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, 2-0 for the Representatives.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, shop the Sun and Fun savings sale. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.98 each. Chobani yogurt, 4 for $5. Cheez-It Townhouse Toasteds or Club Crackers, $5.49. Idaho russet potatoes, 5-pound bag. And yellow onions, 3-pound bag, 2 for just $4. And bone and pork shoulder steak, only $3.49 a pound. Deliveries available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
So we're back here as we get set for our bottom of the 7th inning. 2-0 lead for the Bismarck Representatives. It'll be Adam Shenenko set to lead off the inning for Valley City. So it'll be 6, 7, 8 due up. And they're still going to have Proska in that on-deck circle, so no pinch hitter for Proska. Struck out and has laid down a sac bunt today. Shenenko ground out to second and a single. I'll be low, 4-1. This is where patience has to win out. Again, it's hard to be patient, down by 2 in the 7th inning. Only got 3 outs left, but it's what you got to do. You don't have to do damage on the first okay pitch you see. First great pitch you see, that's when you got to do damage. And you usually don't see the great pitch first time around. First few pitches. You got to be able to wait for it. Drag it out. Shenenko goes swinging at 1, and that'll move the count to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike here to Adam Shenenko. Oh, 2-1. Shenenko goes swinging at a high fastball in the count quickly at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gerving still plenty of pitches to work with. 120 daily maximum. He's at 89. Oh, Shenenko ducks out of the way. You need to stay in there on that one. Again, I make this point all the time. It's easy to say wear it. Situation like this, you got to wear it. Ducks out of the way, though. 3-2 pitch. Foul. Nope, just a fly ball to right field, and that's why you got to wear it. Because that's a perfect pitch right there by Gerving. It's a fastball low and in. That's going to dot the corner. It's been called all game. It's a perfect pitch. Again, I understand it's very easy to say wear it when you're up here, but you got to stay in for that one. So Proska, 0 for 1 today. Strikeout first time around, and then lay down a sac bunt. Takes a hack at that one. Comes up empty, and it goes to 0-1. A little surprised that you don't see Coughlin maybe getting a shot here. And Gerving, he looks like he's going to finish this off without much trouble. Up ahead now, 0-2. And that'll miss low, and it goes to 1-2. Problem is, Gervin ain't put anybody on. I think he's walked one guy. I think he walked Corbin, and he walked Corbin and he walked Layton. But he's not walking anybody. Oh, that's diabolical. I mean, Proska's walking back to the dugout shaking his head. I'm shaking my head. That's nasty. That thing started at his ear hole and then wound up across the plate. I mean, better you than me, Luke, on that one, because I would have looked I would have looked at that too. That was just disgusting in terms of pitching. So this will be Trevor Fetch coming up. Valley City, they've got only one more out to work with. Fetch 0 for 2 today. Does have the ability to work along AB and get on base. So Fetch, ground out to second, ground out to the pitcher. And Gerving's pretty much won this game by himself by getting on base one time, coming around to score, and made a couple of really nice plays defensively on the mound as well. But he's at a 3-0 count right now. 3 balls, no strikes, and they called the high corner. Oh, dog, that's... Fetch flips his bat. I don't blame him for flipping his bat. That's been a ball pretty much all game, and that's a big call to get right there. That's a call that you can't give right there, man. Can't give that. And that'll end the game maybe, as this will be a pop-up in foul territory, but it looks like it's going to get out. Just Valley City is staying in on a 3-1 pitch, is staying in on a pitch away from having a man on first base, and is having a ball called away from having men on second and first right now with one out. That'll miss low, ball 4. So Fetch, cool as you like, full count, draws the walk, and now that'll bring the tying run to the plate in Bryson Heck.
The pitcher, number 2, Bryson Heck.
Bryson Heck pop out to second, and a sharp ground out to third base, and third baseman on that one, and Brecken Scott is hugging the line right now. Bryson's only got one goal in mind here. Get on base and give your top of the order one more chance to make something happen, as Gerving now at 101 pitches. Don't know if you'll see Fetch take off and run here. And that won't stop him from picking over. No balls, 1 strike here to Bryson Heck. Heck has pitched 7 great innings of baseball. He needs 1 great at-bat. Now Heck, a little fooled on that one out in front. He'll foul it away, and the count goes to 0-2. So Valley City down to their last strike once again, and it's just been a really good game by Matt and Gerving. Looking for one more pitch to put a bow on it. 0-2 pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. This is when you just got to become a pest, become annoying. Don't let them get you looking. And he froze Luke Prowse on a devastating breaking ball. But that can't let him get you on it. Got to hang in. Now Fetch going to get over to second base on a wild pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last thing the senators or representatives, want to do is have another wild pitch or something that allows Fetch to get to third base. Because if Bryson were to find a way to get on, like let's say you get another wild pitch, Fetch gets to third, and then Bryson gets on with a walk, that allows Bryson to steal, and he can rip a bag here, and then Corbin Powell needs 1 single to tie this game. So most important thing here is to avoid anything in the dirt. That'll be outside, and that's going to be, he doesn't go. He was halfway down the line and turned back. That's a big decision not to go for the reason I just mentioned. If you get to third, Bryson gets on, you don't know if they would be willing to throw down to second, and Corbin would only need 1 hit to tie the game. That'll be off the plate, ball 4. So the bottom of the order's done what they needed to do. They're giving the top of the order a chance. Now the representatives are coming out here with 2 outs, 2 men on. It's 105 pitches. He's got 15 left. They've visited him in the last time, and they're going to pull him. My goodness, they better have an ace in the hole here. They better got a lockdown closer coming in. You better have a guy that can come in here and sit down, an all-state caliber player, because pulling a kid who's not pitched like this, it's a call. It's a call, and it's a risky one, but it is a call to the bullpen here. Back after the break on KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jangoa, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers. Clearly the best.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional, and tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
So Astle coming in to pitch here for the representatives. That'll close the book on Madden Gerving, responsible for both runners out there. Astle does not appear to be very quick to home plate, and if that's as fast as he's going home, man, you gotta consider rolling the dice. I understand it's 2 outs and you don't have your premier base stealer on base, but you got a guy that's fast enough to beat it out. And you got to make a play here. Sometimes you can't play for 2 hits. You got to play for 1, especially when you only got 2 hits all game. So it'll be Corbin Powell coming up here. Top of the order, background here with 2 men on and 2 down, and a 2-run ball game for the representatives. City has been down to their last strike plenty of times in this one. It has yet to be their last strike. First pitch by Astle, and that'll be inside for ball 1. Corbin looked more than willing to wear that one in case it was going to hit him. How much confidence you have in Jack Samuelson behind him. 1 ball, no strikes here. Corbin, best thing he can get right now is something in the gap. Plenty of speed to score on a ball in the gap, but they're playing him deep, except out in right field. That'll be low, ball 2. Again, you better have some, again, like I said, take the ball out of Gerving's hand the way he's pitched, especially when he's only allowed 1 hit to Powell and Samuelson combined. You got to have a lot of faith in what Astle can do here. 2-0 pitch. That'll be low, ball 3. So a 3-0 count, and now the potential tying run could move its way to scoring position, and the winning run could get the 3rd. So 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch by Astle, outside, ball 4. Powell gets walked. This will bring up Jack Samuelson.
The shortstop, number 14, Jack Samuelson.
There was not a single hittable pitch for Powell there, and again, like I said, it's hard watching 4 pitches. Because, again, guys that can hit know they can hit. And guys that hit want to be the ones up in that situation. And it's a team first at bat to take all that and not try to do too much with it. But Samuelson, 0 for 2 today, couple flyouts and a walk. 1 hit could change it all, though. First pitch finally in there for a strike, so that's the first one we've seen today from Astle. Ball in the gap here is Samuelson's able to split left center or split right center. Corbin's got plenty of speed to come around to win the game, but just needs a good piece of hitting right here. 0-1 pitch. That'll be low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down with 2 outs. A 2-0 lead for the Bismarck Reps as Gerving got pulled with 2 down. Samuelson, half check swing. That ball is going to stay in play. Samuelson tries to beat it out, but that one just hugs the line and stays in play. Samuelson got tied up, and he just claps his hands over his helmet. He knows, A, he probably should have taken a rip at that one, and B, that should have probably tried to go low and not high. I mean, that high grass has killed Valley City in this one down that first baseline. It's eating up a couple balls that if they go foul, you got a chance. If it stays fair, you make the play, and, well, that's the deal in this one. Bismarck made the plays. Valley City had chances. They had chances in the 6th inning. They had a chance in the 7th inning. They don't make the play, and their long Western Conference winning streak, West Region winning streak, comes to an end. All the credit in the world goes to Madden Gerving. He pitched one heck of a game. It was choppy at the end there, but you're able to pull off the win. If you're Bismarck, Astle able to finally get that out. And just, again, quality pitching all around. So Gerving walked 5. Most of that was at the tail end. Struck out 4. Only allowed 2 hits. Again, no errors as well. So that's a hard one to take if you're Valley City. But, again, wake-up call a little bit. Like, Valley City rolled through the West last year. Rolled. No competition really at all. Had, like, one close-ish game against Mandan. now they know they can lose. Now they know they can lose, especially against Gerving. Gerving went out and, he's every bit as equal of Bryson Heck as he put out. As he towed the slab in that one, he pitched a great game. So, yeah, tough one to take, but, there's no flattery right there. It's not like Bismarck wins a game because, Valley City handed it to him. Bismarck won a game because they took advantage of the opportunity and Valley City did not. That's kind of what it can be summed down to. One team took advantage of the one opportunity they had, and they won. It comes down to where you can say none of the runs for Bryson Heck were earned. Yes, but you did give up the hit with the man at third base. And as cheap of a doink shot as it may be, it was still a hit. And you could have got the guy out before that, but you didn't. So, there's no one way to point the finger on it. You didn't take advantage of the opportunities that you need to take advantage of. And, again, all the credit in the world goes out to Bismarck on this one for putting together simply a superb effort out there today for the Reps. So, pair of shutouts in this one. Valley City wins the first one, 6-0. Representatives take the second one by a score of 2-0. So, Valley City's long Western Region winning streak comes to an end. We will be back here next week with some more post-60 baseball. Taking a look here at our calendar before we wrap things up for the day. It'll be the Castleton Haymakers coming to town on Monday, June 29th for a 7 and a 5. We'll have that 7-inning game for you here on KOVC, and then Wednesday it'll be the Northern Cass Sodbusters. So a couple of inter-region games to wrap up June here. So again, want to thank you all for tuning in today. Valley City splits with Bismarck, wins the first game 6-0, drops the second game by a score of 2-0. Thank you all for listening. Let's get you back to the good music here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.